my pretties. Welcome aboard the Iron Seas. All right, today we are going to be discussing the long-beloved classic Ice Age, one of my dad's top 2 favorite animated films, for those who are wondering. And yeah, it's probably been since a good 15 years since I've seen this movie. What about you guys?
Yeah, this was one of the movies I would just throw on over and over again on my childhood, probably because it was, we didn't have the biggest DVD collection.
Yeah.
So, and for some reason this didn't ever seem to get old. So like revisiting it, I found that I had a lot of it memorized and stuff. And it was interesting. It was a fun revisit. What about you, babe? And you're muted too. Yeah.
I can tell I'm muted.
For me, I watched this growing up, and for some reason, as I got older, some of the other ones, like I watched number 2 and number 3 quite a bit more. But I never really went back to revisit this one, even with my kids. And I don't really have a good reason why. I think possible part of it is that it wasn't really on Netflix or any of the other streaming services like easily available. But this movie is both funnier and better than I remember it. Bill, welcome to the show, man. Haven't seen it since I was in grade school. Bold claims from your dad, Kahuna, to claim it's as good. It as a second favorite animated film. That's true, but I'll keep in mind he was born in 1970, so his taste wildly different from mine. So keep that in mind as well. But
I've seen it a couple of times, but when it first came out, and I think I might have seen the second one, and that's it, just once. But it is really good. I'm glad it won.
It is pretty funny, and yeah, no, I once it was suggested, I'm like, oh no, that's the one we're watching. That's the one. Yeah, we're gonna give that a watch. And I also forgot how much crap they give Sid in this movie individually. It's like more than almost any character in any movie I've ever seen. I had Grok pull up every time that it happened.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just a list, just like directly from Manny only to him. It's like 1, 2, 3. It's like 8 or 9 from Diego. It's only 2. That seems like not enough. And then a bunch of indirect jabs. It's fantastic. But yeah, no, this movie came out a long time ago, and it's surprising. It kind of more so than the next 2. It feels more like a movie. I don't really know how to describe it other than that. It's like they're all movies, but some of them feel like, oh, this is a movie. It's like watching an adventure film from the 90s or like early 2000s. Like, yeah, this is a film. This isn't like a cash money grab kind of situation. And I appreciate it about like there's an actual story to tell here. They're not reaching for a story. There was a story, and this is them telling it. And that's something I really appreciate about
speaking of the storytelling, one of my favorite aspects I'm going to say is the fact that they were able to deliver so much storytelling on the side of the Neanderthals without any dialogue. No dialogue.
A lot of visual storytelling, like a comic, actually.
And for like an animated movie, right, that kind of can get written off, like Ice Age. I don't know, having a little gold nugget like that in there where there's passive storytelling, that's pretty amazing.
Oh yeah, for sure. Also, my favorite thing that I discovered upon my rewatch of this movie, those rhinos are gay, like very, very gay. I did not remember that when I was a kid. I'm watching, I'm like, why are there? It's like, oh, Frank, you didn't have to do this with the salad. I'm like, oh,
it's totally. Right. They're like overweight.
They're just really affectionate roommates. All right.
Yes, they could be very good
cave mates. It's not weird. It's not weird.
Well, actually, Kahuna, I think you nailed something on the head there. I think a lot of if you think back of when the time when this movie was made, there was a political push for like gay marriage, I believe, at the time. And so I think that was just a little bit of that creeping in, because if you look at the movie as a whole, it very much there's a ton of that in there. Even the group of titular characters are a bunch of dudes trying to take care of a baby, and they even refer to themselves as a herd, which in this case of in the movie is synonymous with family, because they're trying to get the baby back to his herd, right? So
I don't think that thing in particular is a gay reference, but I do see what you mean there. Oh,
yeah.
we lost Katie's camera. Maybe she might just be checking on the kiddo. But yeah, no, there's that. But also notice if that's what they were going for, you shouldn't make the gay characters the bad guys in a film if that's what you're going for. Kind of goes counter to your narrative a little bit.
Well, like the even the people could go really far with it if they put a tinfoil hat on. It's like even the tiger, he could be viewed as like kind of an outcast a little bit. Like he didn't feel like he quite fit in with all the other tigers. Like there's a lot of like allegories you can draw from and from different angles, but this was made at a time where they were smarter about these things and they didn't shove it down your throat and they were just subtle about it. So even as we bring it up here, somebody could say,
They
hey,
made it more
rhinos
palatable because there was
yeah,
like maybe there was an agenda, but it was a bit more subtle back then than it is now.
to the point where even when people who aren't like they
What's
don't
up,
agree with
Otter?
those,
Sorry
even to
guys,
the
I
point
got
where people exactly. But yeah, it's like so subtle to the point where even people who don't agree with those politics won't care. And in fact, they'll even still watch it with their kids because it's subtle. It doesn't even, it's still a good movie or whatever, you know?
Yeah. And like while we have him on here, Otter, how did you feel about them representing your community with the gay rhinos in Ice Age? I'm very curious. Oh yeah, see, he's come to ruin the stream. Also, for those who don't know, because it's one of the funniest facts I found out since becoming friends with Otter. Bear is the name of a hairy, large gay man, and I should
It
know
is,
I live in close proximity to Seattle. I've seen things you people wouldn't believe. And Otter is the same term, but for a little version.
An otter is? Oh my goodness.
They were squeaking fabulous.
A dandelion? It's the last
my
of the season. Oh. Yeah, dude.
And it's funny because like I was still able to quote this movie even like 15 years removed from seeing it for the first time. Beaver? No, that typically refers to a female portion of anatomy. Ask Maji-chan how she knows. Raven, what's up? All hail the fellowship. My name is Raven Nevermore. Yes. Oh. Anyway, that's how you sound. I'm assigning each of you a voice. And also,
That's
I don't
the way
know
to
who
be.
this is, but Louis Square. Anyway, that's how you sound. We're not. That's what we do on this show. We insult our guests and the audience as a whole. Now, it's something else too. It's like the animation, characters, models. Are they like top tier? No. But you know what movies and old games tend to make up for in that? The lighting and the art design in general. It's like maybe the textures aren't as detailed or the character stuff is not quite as good as it is now. It's like look at modern most modern Disney movies have a nice have a lot of like quality work put into it. But I appreciate the art design and the set, like the way they frame things and shoot things, the lighting on these older projects and old movies, old video games tends to be superb in many ways. It's like it's what gives something a more timeless, like rewatchable quality.
Yeah.
And the term is
and on the subject of, you know, like the quality and the way they made the movies back then.
Yeah.
Did you notice how everything was super shiny?
It was really shiny, yeah. Although anytime something was wet, it was just shiny. That's how it was.
Well, you know, and like Toy Story suffers from this too. It's the reason they decided to go with a story about toys, and Ice Age is the evolution of that stylistic choice, because what it is poor quality CGI that you're stuck with this like shiny effect. Everything looks really smooth, right?
Yeah.
When you have poor CGI. So that's why they went with Toy Story initially, because Pixar was trying to push the envelope. So what they did is they actually they performed ahead of their time by cheating it and placing it within a story about toys at a time when peak graphics looked like toys.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And
No,
so
that-
Ice Age is just kind of like leaning into that. I bet they saved a lot of money on animation. Bet they did.
Probably did, honestly.
Yeah.
And you could tell this film was storyboarded a lot. Like
Yeah.
obviously you have to storyboard any movie, and especially an animation film. But you could tell they really put in their work with this one. Kaydee, is your mic working? All right, sweet. If you have a thought, just jump on in. We do allow women to talk on this chat, except for AC on occasion.
Oh, fuck you.
It's like, would you control your wife, AC? Yes, please.
I know she's out of control.
You guys don't want me to talk.
That's enough talking from you. No. Oh, she's gonna kill me. That's okay though. There are worse ways to die.
Oh yeah,
Sure
you don't have to worry.
Yeah, there's going to be an
Modern choirs require modern solutions. It's like, yeah, no, like that's Bill. What Bill's comment is working off of what you said, AC, because it's like, yeah, no, like that, like the effect of it back then was that everything looked more shiny, so they used Toy Story. It's like, oh, a bunch of toys that are kind of going to have like a natural plastic, so it makes sense for them to reflect light in an unusual way,
and like look smooth, like just like smooth and plastic.
No, I like it. I like it. Oh, but
there was so many getting laid jokes, and so many you're gonna die and they just died, and I saw this guy die one time jokes like throughout this movie. I would say this is probably as far as you get into like the adults can enjoy themselves too kind of thing.
Well, it's a true all ages film, meaning that adults have a good time, and like it's not wildly inappropriate for kids. I would argue that even the first, not the other ones, but the first Shrek movie also falls into that category.
Yep. Shine your shoes, wipe your face.
I can't type in the chat. That's all right.
You can hop on YouTube and do it manually.
I was just going to talk about how good Moo Juice is.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
We have some tremendous sexism on this show. It's what we like. Or also the dodos when they're fighting the dodos. There goes our last female.
There goes our last female. Yeah. And what was it? They had their whole like, was it prepare for the Ice Age?
They were just a Fallout faction with feathers.
Yeah. I think that's why I enjoyed every second of that scene. It was kind of a random scene, to be honest, just to have like dorky dodos in there for marketing reasons.
Well, yeah, they needed to have conflict of some kind, and they thought dodos went extinct. This will be, and they were so stupid. This will be funny, and they were right. It was funny. And Sid the Sloth, Sid the Sloth is one of the better animated characters from that time. He's just really funny. He looks funny. The way he moves is funny. The voice actor, I can't remember his name, but he's fantastic as well. But yeah, like a lot of quiet storytelling. Like they'll convey something with a look, whereas in a modern movie they wouldn't.
Yeah, and I think that's what you get when you lean into something like with the animation style. You get room to play with other things. Like, well, since we only got to go this far with the animation, how do we make it look like he's sad now? And you can spend more time dwelling on that, emotion of sadness being conveyed. Yeah, it's good stuff. Sid the Sloth, built like Ed from Ed, Ed and Eddie.
Oh yeah, for sure. And then the like they explain it for the kids later, but like Manny, his sadness and his history, you could guess it before it's explained, like basically flat out later. They never quite say it out loud because it's a kids' film, but kids aren't stupid. They figure, like my kids watched it with me. They figured out what was going on. I mean, obviously I did before that, but yeah, no, it's interesting.
Yeah.
The conflict of like, oh, a predator. Yeah, they don't trust him because duh. It does kind of make me wonder what they do in the other movies. I'm like, so does he just not eat meat anymore? Because all his meat are like living, talking companions.
They have to hang a lantern on that or address it in some way. They have.
Do they? I know they do it like he has weakness in one of the movies because he's not.
Is he like a vampire?
Yeah, kind of. I'm
a good
going back
vampire.
through the urban fantasy books, the Dresden Files right now, and it's really interesting for that reason. Because like one of the characters is a white vampire, so he's an energy vampire, and yeah, his whole thing is like, oh, I'm trying to be good. I'm trying not to like suck the life out of people. But I
Yeah,
can't.
yeah.
I'm so weak.
Jeez, contain that fucking little brat.
Yeah, we got a Scrat running around over here.
Yeah, I know. He's gonna crack the continent with a nut somewhere at some point.
He's cracked 2 TVs.
I had no hand in how insane he acts.
He's literally Scrat. God, dude.
No, you're perfectly sane.
Yeah,
No,
but,
it's fantastic.
there was that Manny backstory was a gut punch though. In a good
Yeah,
way.
and it speaks loads to his character that he's willing to protect a human child after what happened to his family.
Yeah,
in the first place.
Well, and it shows kind of it's the final nail in the motivation of like why are they taking care of this child, right? Like Sid is kind of an incel, so he's never really. He's always been the doofusy, stupid sloth.
He's a well-meaning moron, is what
he's.
He is.
Honest moron. Yeah.
But
like,
it was his idea to do something to protect the kid in the first place.
Exactly.
And he was very, very reluctant at first.
Well, yep. And I think that's because of Sid's like urge to like start a family, right? Like, so he has this like nurturing spirit already kind of like overflowing, and then once somebody is crazy enough to cross the Rubicon, essentially, hesitant Manny is now less hesitant and actually willing to maybe take care of this kid because he used to have a family. So it's like
he's like the gunslinger in a Western. He's like, yeah, I ride alone, and then he protects towns because he has a conscience.
Yeah. And so like the weakest motivation really, as far as like nurturing a child, it would be the saber-toothed tiger Diego. But
I wouldn't even call that a weak, because
it's not a weak
emotion. It was a ploy at first.
Yeah. It's inverted. Yeah. It's actually a really strong motivation. Like, but I don't know. I think they could have like conveyed him wanting to do that, to like actually go through with it more, but then also hesitant a little bit more. I think they kind of put that on the back burner and just let us forget about it for a little bit. But I'm like nitpicking at this point because the movie's already like so good, you know?
And there's not like, it's kind of a simple film in some ways. Hey, Kaydee. Well, so I want your opinion about what you would have done in place of the mom in the movie when she was being pursued by Diego the tiger with the baby. Would jumping off the waterfall have been your move, do you think?
You know, I would have fucked that bitch up. I would have made that saber-tooth shit himself.
Yeah, no, you're a bit more fierce than and also I kind of do wonder, I'm like, she was not very fierce for a woman fighting animals who grew up fighting animals in a cave.
I don't have much to compare it to in real life, but I was out with my best friend and we went to a loft party that was at my agency, my mother agent in Minneapolis.
Yeah.
Excuse me. And we were like dressed up really nice, and we were walking back to the parking ramp afterwards, and we had a group of, I think it was 4 guys, like hollering at us, and then they started following us, and they followed us all the way into the parking garage, and they were being insanely vulgar. I mean, ridiculous. Like that's not how you
pick a fairly regular
up.
Occurrence in that kind of environment.
I mean, just downtown in Minneapolis on a weekend, not really.
Huh.
But I mean, I don't know. I've had 2 different times where people tried to carjack me there. So I mean, you know, it could be worse. But anyway, they were following us into the elevator, and we were trying to hit the buttons to get it to close so they couldn't join, and it was slow as shit, and they got in there with us, so I just fucking exploded on these dudes, and they ended up like apologizing, and but you just have to get angry sometimes, and then people just don't expect it. I mean, that's a saber tooth though, so
Yeah,
I'd try intimidation.
it's like compared to like a modern day lion. It's like, have you guys ever read about those two lion brothers? They were maneless lions in like northeastern Africa. They killed like over 350 people working on this railroad
Jeez.
project.
Wow.
And that's the thing, like people, you can shame people. I'm not sure you could really use shame.
Well, because
for
like
something
the
like
idea is those guys are probably drunk. They're in a group, and so it's all
Yeah.
contributing to their behavior in a sense. And so sometimes it takes a shocking action to kind of alter the paradigm, so to say.
Yeah, there's, I don't know, it's kind of a culture thing too. Like in Italy, the men are horrible there. I mean,
I've
ridiculous.
heard that actually.
We'll try to pull you away, like you're coming with me in the middle of the day, and like no one cares.
No, excuse me. I'm like, guys, stop it.
That's why I call it shittily. I mean, no offense. What is her name, babe? Why am I blanking on?
Michelle Obama.
No, who do we know from the Iron Age that is from Italy? Is it Allison?
Oh, yeah,
Is it
Allison
Allison?
Wade.
Allison Wade.
Allison Wade.
I love you though, so don't be. You know it's true.
I'm Italian on my mother's side. Who knows how much because she was adopted, but yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, it's the gypsies. I mean, the gypsies will get you out there. They'll like rock their baby next to you and like try to work into your pockets. I got mugged on the train there too, and then like the subway, and then an actual train. I was in first class and we were going to Tuscany, so we were sleeping and I woke up to some dude digging in my pockets, and I was like, what the fuck? And he's like, oh, scusies, and like ran off, and it's just wild because I feel like they're so shameless.
Yeah, just based on how I look, I don't think people would be as eager to mess with someone like me. Like my experience says that's the case, especially if I look upset, which is not.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of them are actually from Romania too. Fucking immigrants, man.
Vote in the poll. Show us your poll. Wait, actually, take that last part back.
No, it's on YouTube. It's just right in the YouTube screen. You can refresh it.
Yeah, I know. It's
in the chat, in the live chat. Choose your animal: mammoth, tiger, sloth, or gay rhino.
You know what?
Choose your team. Choose the team.
Wait a minute.
Also,
is squirrel not on there or whatever the fuck?
No, I had to choose between squirrel and gay rhino, and I had to go.
You are just.
Yeah.
I do
appreciate me off.
Oh yeah.
Human would be cheating. So
I do appreciate how the movie had Manny easily defeat the rhinos, because as competent and large and powerful as a rhino is, put it up against, like, I've seen videos of rhinos fighting even small elephants, and it's not even close. The elephant stomps anything that it fights besides humans. It's embarrassing how unfair it is anytime a grown elephant has to fight something.
See, Andy is Sid, and I am man free. Because I'm kind of a man, and but I don't know. My family, I'm the one who has the family that abandons them, so I'm kind of like Sid too.
Yeah.
They just all packed up.
So yeah, they just packed up and left.
I my hands and eat, roll the rock in front of the cave and usually eat to wipe up their trail and walk through the river so they cover up their scent. Anyway, they do this every year.
Every year, yeah.
Why did you wear such a nice shirt? Now no one's gonna pay you to take it off. And we gotta keep the lights on, dude.
Oh man. Yeah, no, I had court today. I meant to wear this, and I totally forgot. I wore my suit jacket, but I forgot the tank top tuxedo. To be fair, they might not take it seriously, so who knows?
When we go to film, you'll forget by the time we're there anyway, so I'll just tell you now. I'm going to get one of those bumper stickers and slap it on your shit, and it'll say, I'm not gay, but $20 is $20.
I had a gay sticker I put on my dad's truck recently. That was fun. And then it didn't even take a whole day. It ended up right back on my truck. I'm like, damn. All right. That was
right back there.
It was so it's because it was
get the magnetic ones so that way people don't get pissed, you know.
Yeah,
they're a little more, but it's worth a laugh. Or I know I've made people actually really mad.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Shit like that. But like one that said I love cowboy butts.
Or don't bully me, I'll come. Yeah, I've seen that one a lot.
I'd leave that one on there.
That one's funny.
Tell me which one you said.
Oh, don't bully me, I'll come.
Oh God.
I've seen that one a lot.
It might had to make it weird.
It might have to do with where I live too, for sure. But
cowboy butts wasn't weird, but the coming bullying is where the line is.
Yeah. I'm like, there are a lot of people who were bullied where I live. I mean, I did most of the bullying, but no.
I mean, I was the one doing the bullying, and there was a lot of them. That's how I know.
Is that Orcus I hear?
No.
I do not hear him.
Are you sure? Sounded like he was bothering you.
No, it's good.
No, for sure. What was it? It was.
Do you think I could make ASMR videos just gulping moo juice?
Just drinking milk? Yeah, I bet you could.
Oh, that's actually nasty. Never mind.
I bet you could, yeah.
I don't think about things.
He says,
doing some work while I listen, and holy hell, I hate how poorly my Zorn notes run with a Bitcoin miner running.
Oh, yeah. Really taxing your
Those
system.
are all certainly words.
Yeah, he's mining. He's being very productive.
This is something we weren't going to talk about, but we'll talk about it now. Kaydee can't read. It's an unfortunate aspect of her upbringing.
We tried to hide it.
She decided she's going to be a model, and her brain just emptied out everything else.
Speechins be hard.
Speechins hard
to tell you.
And this explains any potential typos you may have found in my books.
I would overload the shit out of trucks and be like, numbers be hard. The people would get so pissed because you don't want to send trucks out overweight. But we had a new auto load system that they were making me the guinea pig of at my plant when I loaded asphalt trucks.
Yeah.
And I mean, it would seriously overload the fuck out of people, to where asphalt was pouring off the sides and shit.
Yeah, yeah. I've seen suspension give way in operations like that, or it's Go ahead.
Oh, I've seen a lot. I've dumped on 2 tarps, but to be fair, they were the kind of tarps that are black and they hang into the bed. So with how the sun was and everything, I just couldn't see on my camera. Though, accidents happen. I think I'm the only scaler that did not dump on a hood. And I've seen hoods and cabs dumped on, which, that can definitely kill someone. So, and I've also had coworkers working up in the silos, and you have to hold them, these spring-loaded buttons open. So it's you start shaking and sweating, and it's I don't let go, or someone's head's coming out.
Yeah.
Well, there's safety gates and shit, but you have to hold it all open. It's sketchy, man. And sometimes there's
it is, yeah.
However many ton of asphalt mixed right above them. So
it's I have to explain to customers. I'm like, we can't have anything here that you're worried about. A completely loaded up concrete truck weighs 80,000 pounds. It'll if you have nice concrete, it will mess it up if we have to drive over it.
What pisses me off is that we, for some fucking reason in Minnesota, we will allow overweight permits, and we do it in the winter when the roads are icy and sketchy. Why are we having semis haul 120,000 pounds down ice? Will somebody riddle me that? Really?
One does not simply walk into Mordor.
Yeah. No, it was. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. But people make a lot of choices. Yeah, no, No, I like even today, like they were working on this bridge over in this little town Ording in Washington, close to where I live, and just some of the things happening there. I'm like, I don't know if that's a good choice, but it's not my project. I'll leave you to it.
That's definitely a choice you've made over there, buddy.
Want to hear a true story?
Yep.
So there was in the house we rented that my dad owned before he sold that. We were living there, and they were building an apartment. It was like a short street, and it's a dead end. So at the end, they were building an apartment, and they were doing some kind of trench work, and one caved in and killed someone. And this might be totally unrelated to that. I'm just saying, this dude died like that morning on the job site, and or afternoon or whatever. And Andy got home from work, and he was opening our bedroom door, and he thought I was standing there because he said it like pulled open, and then he was like kind of so surprised to see me like sleeping in bed. So I think maybe his ghost was watching me sleep.
No, it's good, man. It's good.
It's true.
Oh, we've seen some shit.
I'm so tired. I'm tired of how far away all my work has been recently because I do construction. My last two jobs are so far away. I don't have a lot of time to get ready when I get home. Today was an exception because of court. I took today off. It was supposed to be. They're like, hey, it's at 9:30. I showed up there. I'm like, we were wrong.
Did you wear that to court?
I wanted to, and I forgot. I did wear the jacket, but I didn't wear this. I should have. I wanted to so bad.
Oh my goodness.
I got there. I'm like, I can't turn back now, but I do wish.
If you went to court like that,
I'm gonna say you did. It's a country town. I was better dressed than anybody there, and I wasn't well dressed.
Well, I'm just gonna pretend you went like that.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off.
Yeah, yes, Judge, take me seriously.
Yep.
Should have had like a kerchief or whatever you call those things. Oh. Also, I was just giggling too because I looked over at the YouTube, and like one of the suggested videos was how I push my autistic son. I'm like, I don't know why, it just struck me funny.
How I push him.
At this point, because of modern day nonsense, the word tism or autism makes me laugh, and maybe that's because I'm autistic. But
well, no, it's a pretty vague. Like it doesn't really have a nailed down definition, really. So
it doesn't replace retard in meaning, but I think
right.
in
right,
use, it's because it's kind of, you know what I mean? Because like if you call somebody autistic, you don't mean
very nice.
You don't mean that they're dumb. You mean that they're like hyper fixated on something or a little dirty. Usually,
yeah.
It's like one of my shorts recently was this is somebody's tism, and it's just a video about jets. And sure enough, I had comments. It was somebody's tism. Yeah. Bill, we're not just gonna flow over this comment, by the way.
Yeah, we'll let that marinate there.
Yeah, we go in there.
I like to watch Andy sleep.
It's true,
and I really like to smell his.
You leaving that unsaid is 9 times worse, by the way, Kaydee.
It's so true.
I like to smell his.
I'm not even joking. I smell his armpits like it gets me high. I'm not even.
Brother, you got them pheromones.
I once woke up and found her with her eyes out of focus in a puddle of her own drool.
What did you just?
Oh, we're just
What?
telling stories. We're just telling stories around here.
Yeah.
What did you just say to me
It's like I was talking to my kiddos the other day.
about me?
That my
I was just telling
armpits made you
stories.
so high that you drooled and passed out.
Did you say you just woke up?
No, I woke up and found you with your eyes out of focus in a puddle of your own drool.
With
Welcome,
my eyes,
animation.
what?
Out of focus.
Just
Out of focus. Dancing around.
So fucking stupid.
Yeah.
oh,
I know.
That's great, man.
And it's even better when you explain the joke.
Oh yeah, it's much
Whatever.
funnier what we do. No, it's like I don't dunk on my kid's mom very often, or I don't even do it at all. But I don't do it directly. I did make a comment the other day. I'm like Elric, he peed himself a little bit when he was playing because he didn't want to stop playing. He's 5, whatever. I'm like, hey, bro, you're 5. You got to stop doing that. And afterwards, I'm talking to my dad. I'm like, I mean, with all that being said, one of their parents has peed themselves a lot as an adult. I'll let you guess who.
Oh, I have had dreams. I was peeing and woke up peeing. And
Oh yeah, I know.
the one time that happened, I was with my ex at his family's cabin, and we had to go to the laundromat and wash the sleeping bags, and he was so fucking rude to me about it, and I was so embarrassed.
Yeah,
well,
it's an embarrassing thing.
It's funny now, but
It's like I have all my horrible kid stories about like if I think someone shouldn't have kids, I have stories I tell people. I probably have told both of you at least one of these stories.
The poop eating,
the poop one, the poop eating, and the vomit down the throat. Both of those things happen in about within 3 months of each other. That was
after that.
A bad streak of luck.
Yeah, because you told us when we played 2 Truths and a Lie.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah.
I'm like,
so you told everyone on Pritchard Pub.
I remember
Exclusive
that now.
content.
Yeah. Yeah. We need to actually.
On the plus side, waterbed. What did I miss?
Yeah.
Also, does anyone actually like waterbeds? I thought it was neat as a child, and then I figured out there's a lot of problems with a waterbed.
Yeah, I would never get one because that's asking for your toddler to slip in between the frame and the side of the waterbed and suffocate or some shit, or an animal.
Also, they pop and leak everywhere.
Yeah, that too.
Always. I've cut, like, my toenails get so bad. I've cut an inner tube with my toenail, or like a straight 1-foot gash. It emptied immediately. Yo, what's up, AO?
That's horrible.
Hey, how's everyone doing?
Speaking of
Good.
water,
How's it going?
Good.
What?
Oh yeah. Did you watch the movie too, brother?
I've seen it.
Yeah, I had seen it too, but like for some reason I hadn't rewatched the first one in a long time. It was a fun movie though. Well, a lot funnier than I remember.
Aw, yep. We could only wish to have our own loyally horny woman like Kaydee in our lives. Thanks. I appreciate the acknowledgement. I work really hard. No, it's not hard, but it's
not hard. Anyway,
it's how do I describe it?
It's natural.
I'll get back to you. No, I have a way I want to describe it, and my brain's not working.
Well, Captain Christman will be joining us.
It's like with some people, that behavior and instinct is strong, and it's not with others. I think that's a safe thing to say.
What?
I've had women I was very compatible with, even though with one of them in particular, she would not have been my type under normal circumstances, but for some reason I don't know, man, there's something in the air, but it worked out.
What are we talking about? Pheromones, horniness, what?
All of that, yes. It all goes.
Loyalty, what? But what specifically?
I'm down for all of the above. I'm just kidding.
Oh, just physical compatibility and like that thirst.
Yeah. I think.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
Hard to describe, but like I've been with people who I was very compatible with in some ways, but like maybe that wasn't the main thing. And with others, it really depends. At this point, I'm not dating anyone anyway, so luckily that's a choice. So it's a weird choice to make in your early 30s as a guy, but it's yeah. I think for me right now, it's the right choice. Too much going on in my life.
There are different types of compatibility. Like, you might align on certain things, but not on others.
So, like your left hand, your right hand. Wait,
yeah.
I'm joking.
No, you're totally right, and I will say that when Andy and I got together, I was actually really surprised because he's a Taurus, and the other fire signs are supposed to be like the best for compatibility. And I know a lot about astrology and stuff, so I was like, why are we so compatible? But we have 8 out of 12 houses in the same, or signs in the same house, which is like insane. Like the odds of that happening are actually ridiculous. So we place value in the same things. But the ways that we are different, I feel like we do balance each other out. Definitely. So it's important to be significantly different sometimes. And then I also will say that the worst relationship I was ever in, he had the same birthday as me, same day, same year, and it was the worst. So, like, being similar is not always good.
No, it depends on what you're similar about.
Not that I'm just like that piece of shit or anything, but
Like one thing that I've discovered is actually pretty important to me is the aesthetic of my life. It doesn't have to be the same as mine, but I can't be with somebody who is too ordered and not creative. I need somebody who has a little bit of chaos, a little bit asymmetrical, a little bit different, more creative in the way that the way they decorate, the way that they like things.
I don't feel like static.
I don't like everything always being standard. I'm not a symmetrical person. My eye, my face, nothing about me is symmetrical, which sounds weird to say aloud. Anyway, we'll talk about that later. But yeah,
I can be like confrontational and like kind of like temporary. So Andy being so calm really, really helps me a lot. I can't be with other people that are like high strung like me at all. I can't.
Today we're going to paint some happy little trees next to this pond over here. And then we're going to add happy little songs.
Very calmly like this, yeah.
Yes.
You better fucking stop it. There's going to be 2 less hosts.
It's a couple of happy little trees.
We're going to put a nice little orc right over here. Just a happy little orc.
Your voice is creepier because you're not trying as hard. I don't know why. When you do it, it feels more natural.
I hate my voice. I'm sorry.
No,
I like your voice, but for
better.
that specifically, it's more natural for some reason.
Something about it would be a very good, like, if you just did a Bob Ross like motif. I don't even want to call it like an homage to Bob Ross. I think more artists should probably do that. That would be so awesome. You just set up a live cam, hit the live button, and just be like, just have like a nice mic.
You have a Jew friend?
What?
The way you said that is funny. Anyway, I could do like a whine. I'm like, that's not.
You have a Jew friend that reacts like they want to F you when that happens. I'm so confused.
ASMR, no, just talking like that.
Is your Jew friend a hoe? For
Potentially.
you?
I thought Bill said that he didn't have any women, and now he has a thirsty Jew friend.
He didn't say it was a woman.
Yeah.
Yeah. Be more inclusive.
Thirsty Jew friend.
There are gay Jewish rhinos all over the place.
Did I make a threat of violence? I'm so confused. I mean, it sounds like me, but
she's like, I don't remember threatening anyone today specifically right now. But
yeah. In the last
But yeah, man, it's, trying to get caught up creatively a little bit too. I have, what is it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 or 6 videos scheduled and scheduled to publish and uploaded on YouTube right now. Trying to get together some more long-term stuff. I've been talking to our that guest we had, Andrew Briggs. I think I'm going to start another channel to do try a different kind of content of mine at some point. I want to get back. I want to get back to interviews and doing in-person interviews as well. So that's something I want to explore. But it's going to be a little bit busy here soon. My family's going on their vacation soon, so all of my help with my kids is going to be gone for about 2 months. So I have to hire a nanny and pay for that and get that all figured out here soon as well.
Probably good to stockpile then, like you're saying.
Resources and such, yeah. That, and I really need a new mattress. I love hearing your kid just in the background. But what about you, AO? How's your creative and work-life balance kind of going right now?
Decent. Pretty decent. Not too much on either end. Just
good. Happy little trees, happy little accidents.
Happy little trees. I didn't drink that.
But yeah,
want to get some more out there and sharing, but just hadn't really found the time.
I need to come up with more requests for you. Whenever it must feed your creative engine a little bit, because anytime I say something that would be cool, you make it appear in about 15 seconds usually.
It genuinely helps a lot. Like it gives me something to kind of focus on.
I've been looking through my old saved pictures. I'm looking for Black Kahuna. I know he's in there somewhere.
If you need another one, I have it on here.
That reminds me of the early days of the internet. I don't know if you guys remember this, when you were a kid and you kind of had to like walk to the library to use the internet, and you had to pay like $0.25 to print something out.
Yeah, it was a dime for me, but I do remember that.
It was a dime. It was a dime. It was like a dime. I remember that actually. Yeah, I would print out. I would find underground images of Dragon Ball Z characters and print that shit out so quick, because to me that shit was as cool as like a Pokemon card to just have like an image of Black Goku, right? Or like Super Saiyan 10 Vegeta or whatever it was. And this is like really early when none of that even makes sense at all. Now you can kind of write it in somewhere.
Speaking of Dragon Ball, I did steal that clip from the dub of Dragon Ball Super for our upcoming Iron Seas clip. Hold your fire, man. That man isn't black. I love that clip so much. It's so funny. To this day,
I sent you the image.
Oh, sweet. Hold on. There he is.
Fuck, I hate this keyboard. God.
Yeah, it's all sticky for some reason.
Sorry, I'll clean it up.
If any of you people watching saw that,
you people.
Well, that's what happens when he uses the ASMR voice.
Why is he flicking a light switch? Anyway, there he is. I don't even remember. Like, do you remember what prompted this image? I think I said something like for a video. I was like, literally black, or it's literally me.
You mentioned someone thought you were black. And you were like,
yeah.
And I responded with, you mean you're not? Well, dang, what am I supposed to do with this then?
we got black.
I called it.
It's a beautiful image.
I don't know why it's so perfect. Oh my god, the purple sunglasses.
Oh, it's great, dude. It's great. Like the facial hair, the weird like leopard skin thing he's wearing.
What are you wearing? Yeah, what are you wearing? Like
it's a furry costume, clearly.
Apparently, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a mix between a cheetah and a bumblebee.
Right.
Yeah. Has a fat
and
ass
a pimp, of course.
Oh man, I do love this image. It's really good.
These little meme images that appear every now and then are definitely one of my favorite things that animation does, and he does a lot of really cool shit. So
For some reason, that reminded me of Tree Trunks, and I just heard that whole thing in Tree Trunks' voice from Adventure Time.
from Adventure Time.
Oh, I've never watched it.
Stand down! This man's not black!
But yeah, give me
That
things
voice.
like that does help a lot because all the like personal things I'm working on, I don't really start them until I'm ready to start them. You know what I mean?
Oh, you have like there's a word for that, like where you're afraid, like you don't want to
Hey.
start until it's ready, whatever that means. It's I get that.
Go to the private chat.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I
Man,
didn't see that.
is it
Come on, Woodhouse.
hold your fire?
There
we go.
Miss Pritchard, I would love
Yes.
to grab a dining chair. I can't.
I bet you would. I bet you're not just saying that.
Yeah,
And
for
you
sure.
totally
Yeah,
would.
I got one, but I live a bit of a ways away. So
Well, is it soft? Maybe you'll get here before Andy. He's really fucking slow.
He'll get it. He'll get it. Hold on. In the meantime,
Yeah,
it-
20 minutes later, just you watch.
he's not a man on the shitter. Could be worse. Anyway, Ao, you know what this is. Kaydee, enjoy this. Tell me if you guys can hear it.
Great! Plan B! This is for everyone you've killed! England, murderer! Hold your fire! This man isn't black!
Oh, I love that clip so much. Oh,
it's funnier out of context.
it's funnier out of context for sure. Because
It's hilarious in context.
there
but
is a reason
No.
that it
No.
it makes sense that he says that,
Honey, no.
but the way he said it
Yeah.
was that was quite something.
You gotta go elsewhere because I'm gonna light up.
I'm concerned, Bill.
Why is it called Black Goku? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He's really good at basketball. He's Goku, but he's really good at basketball.
He's got the hops. Yeah.
Oh no, it's interesting. Like there's this Liberian family that my family's always been really good friends with. And we helped get them over here and adopted by good families over here, mostly into the same family. But they had such a culture shock because they're black and people expected them to act black, whatever that means. But they're Liberian, and they most like the older ones especially grew up over there. And so there was definitely a bit of culture shock with that. they're like talking about living in Tacoma and like trying not to get shot and doing stupid crap. And my friend, I'll say her name, Day Day. She's talking about how back in the day, she's like, yeah, I found this egg and I brought it home and I was keeping it warm. And then one of the older guys in the village told me, oh, that's a cobra egg. Oh, crap. Yeah, get rid of that right now. It's dangerous. Just like some people grow up really wildly. It's something. It's like she had a pet monkey when she was growing up over there, and
Oh dang.
yeah, no, it's this
friend
whole
of mine
thing.
had a pet monkey for a time because
What
he
kind of
worked at a zoo.
Monkeys are destructive little assholes, aren't they?
It was one of those smaller ones, like a
Capuchin.
I think Capuchin.
Was it like Spike from Ace Ventura?
It reminded me of that.
Yeah. Yo, Billy Judd, what's up, my man? Yeah, we're just talking. We're talking story time, a little bit of Ice Age, but from an animation standpoint, what do you think? Ao, what do you think about this movie? I think again the technology is a little bit. It doesn't compare as much technically to today, but the quality of the lighting.
It's technically more impressive than maybe Toy Story, because it did come out 3 years after. And I think they were smart to limit it to the animal characters, right? And
the human characters
they look like
rough.
Potatoes, yes.
That being said, Disney's doing that now because of bad character design choices.
Yeah.
It's like, what's with the potato nose, like little bean nose people? I hate that design choice. Like Pixar too. Like I know they're the same studio, but they're different teams. They work on different projects. It's like has Pixar done a single good movie since Coco? Coco was their last really good movie.
Yeah, I still need to see it, but I've seen bits of it.
Definitely do. It'll bring a tear to your eye if you have any emotion at all. It's a good film overall. There's been a few movies. I watched The Wild Robot with my kids and Maji-chan.
I heard really good stuff about that one too.
That's a good movie, and it's like there's some implication of like global warming, like kind of like
a hint of it, yeah.
But it's not saying, it's not condemning any action or suggesting any action.
It's more just there.
Yeah, it's like, oh, they go by like San Francisco and it's like flooded, like majorly, like sea level rose that much kind of thing. I'm like, okay, yeah.
You can always like hand wave it as, oh, it's like distant apocalyptic, future.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be that. It's just like that's what I took it as because of some of the things in the film itself. But there's an actual story, like you care about these characters. And yeah, no, that's a genuinely good movie. Like any adult or child should be able to watch it.
But back to the Ice Age
best
real quick.
AI,
I did
it's one of the best AI movies.
No, Ice Age. Back to that real quick.
Yeah, Ice Age.
I do find myself going back and appreciating this one because CGI over its history tried to be very photorealistic.
Yeah,
and this movie wasn't trying to be that, and so it ended up aging a lot better.
Yeah, I was. We kind of went over that earlier. It's like what Toy Story did a little bit. Yeah. The end result made all the water look more wet. It made like the ice look more like ice. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Every eye, all the eyeballs, they had like that gloss to it. So, it kind of
the more photorealistic you try to be with it, especially early on, the more dated it ends up being.
Also, is like I mentioned this before you hopped on, AO, but I want your opinion on this too. A lot of these older animation films, and even CGI, and like older video games, what you'll notice is like you could tell it's older, but the lighting and the textures are really well designed artistically. And so while they definitely do look aged, they look better as they age than a lot of modern movies and like video games. So I was wondering if you have an opinion on that kind of thing.
I think it comes down to whether or not they're over relying on the tech, or if they are just using it as the tool it's meant to be.
Yeah, I'm a tool. Anyway,
but like because
what did I
say? There was an upper limit to what you could do with the CGI, and so they were forced to be creative with it.
Yeah, it's like
they still had like the classic approach to, okay, let's stage this. They had all the older artists, the painters, the classically trained animators still on board, because that was
they still needed to do work. Yeah.
You couldn't just click a button and boom, Blender does everything for you or whatever.
Also, movies like this really draw into focus how ADD modern animation is. You notice how few shots linger in a modern animation film?
Modern animation cannot sit, pardon me, the fuck still.
Yeah.
It needs to be in constant motion.
I'm not,
and not like well-meaning motion. No, it just has to be moving.
It has to be moving.
Yeah.
At all times.
Not
you can't
even
breathe.
Because you can make it, brilliantly moving, frame by frame, and still have like subtlety to it.
Yeah,
or have it be reserved in some way,
Yeah, like the new animated Sony Spider-Man movies. Like, while there is really incredible animation, the blend of 2D and 3D is really interesting.
Yeah.
It has to be moving at all times.
I think it's partially a pacing thing. Like they're afraid that the audience is going to get bored.
It's like all those stupid AI videos where an AI voice reads a Wikipedia article while showing a guy playing some weird jumping Minecraft thing. I'm like,
then there's
thing.
And then there's like an image within image of like somebody cutting something.
Yeah,
I wonder. I'm trying to remember. I think it was Netflix. They were saying like we make shows for those that are like watching while on their phones, like not watching on their phones, watching while scrolling on their phones.
That's one of the reasons I
Yeah.
like the subbed anime. I have to pay attention.
It forces you to pay attention. Yeah, I'm the opposite. I listen to dub for that reason. I can't focus on the.
Like honestly, like the thing about anime and like subbing versus dubbing, it used to be a bigger deal. It's like, oh man, you watch the dub, you're not getting the real experience. Like no, modern day, on average, the dub is going to be fine. It will be very watchable. And so like when I watch anime with my kids, I'm like, okay, I have to watch the dub for this one because they can't read that fast yet.
Yeah.
And so it's interesting. I can't watch this one with them, but like the Apothecary Diaries, I've seen it in the sub, and so I decided to try watching it in the dub. I'm like, yeah, it's fine. I wouldn't knock anyone who wanted to watch it this way, but for me, I do typically prefer watching in the sub so that I have to pay attention, and it makes it easier.
Yeah, for me, I'm not a fast reader. I'm a retard. So, hey you guys. For me, dub is just easier. I can take it all in and I can remember it a lot better.
For me, at this point, there's a couple things I look at. As long as the translation is reasonable, the sub versus dub doesn't make much of a difference.
That's a big part of it.
That's a big part of it. But does the character voice suit better in the Japanese versus the English?
Yeah, like is it Goku in the sub or Goku in the dub? Like one sounds better.
And like for that, main character is more important. But like then there's some like MHA that are confusing, My Hero Academia, because in the some of the voices are better in the sub, but some are definitely better in the dub. It's like I think Aizawa or Eraserhead's voice is better in the dub than he is in the sub. But then there are some that are drastically better in the sub, in my opinion. For that show, the main thing that really sold me was I prefer Deku and All Might in the sub. Deku's like higher voice doesn't grate as much when it's in a different language. And then while I love Chris Sabat in the for All Might, the Japanese guy just sounds wearier. Like he's lived more life, and I think that suits All Might a bit better personally.
I can see
really quick, Billy Judd, do we know if Crash and Eddie are going to be in Ice Age 6? So, no, 6? Crash and Eddie are not expected to be.
Yeah, they made too many, and a show.
The 6th one. Well, check this out. It's titled Ice Age Boiling Point. It's going to release on February 5th, and it brings back Manny, Ray Romano, John Leguizamo as Sid the Sloth, Ellie as Queen Latifah as Ellie.
Everybody
Dennis
loves Manny.
Dennis Leary as Diego, and Simon Pegg as Buck. But there's no indication that Crash or Eddie, those are the mischievous Opossum brothers.
They have to be there because like they have Buck, who's also kind of like a possum like them. They have to have Crash and Buck.
And I see why Billy's asking about it, because it's Sean William Scott and Josh Peck. So yeah, I hope Sean
that makes so much sense.
Yeah.
I never thought about who voiced them. That makes a lot of sense.
So yeah, they're bringing like as many people back as they can for the next one. So I don't know why they wouldn't. In my opinion,
also, Dennis Leary as he just has he has the kind of masculine voice that I have in my own dreams. Like when I talk, I'm like, I sound that cool naturally without any effort.
You better watch your back, because I'll be chewing on it.
Yeah.
Very aggressive. Very aggressive.
Good shit.
Where's the baby? There he is. Where are the babies?
Did they sign back up? I think they did. I don't imagine, like, Neither now, no offense to either of them. Neither one of them are too busy to take that paycheck. I'll say that. Neither one of them are too, like, oh, I have too much going on. There's no. I really doubt that either one of them are passing that up, especially a movie as series as beloved. I'll be honest. I knew there were 4 of these movies. I did not know there were 5, and soon to be 6. That's pretty. That's a lot of something.
And I forget where it was. Maybe Apple. There was a TV show.
Yeah, there's always a TV
No,
show. Man.
Disney Plus bought the
Disney
rights.
Plus. That was it.
That's why it's still going.
Yeah, 'cause I think they bought out
Yeah.
Blue Sky or whatever.
That's why in the vertical for the phone
No,
resolution,
they bought out Fox. That was what it was.
that's why for the phone resolution thumbnail, I literally just crossed out Blue Sky Animation.
I know, right, Bill?
There's a 5th one. Yeah. The
Just
funny
put
thing
Blue
though,
Sky,
there's so
soon to be
many.
Disney.
There's so
And
many of
Netflix,
them.
Soon to be Disney.
Oh, geez,
Right.
yeah.
Well, there's so
Disney
many of
owns
them, but it's
everything.
kind of funny. Among all the other movies coming out recently, I could see an Ice Age with all the original actors, like Sid the Sloth, the Mammoth, Queen Latifah, all these people, even Sean William Scott and Josh Peck. You get all these people together. I could see people maybe going out to the theater for it. Maybe if they do it right.
Yeah,
market it
no,
right.
what not Frozen, but Zootopia 2 broke records. And
Yeah.
I didn't see it. I heard it was actually good. I don't know if it was.
I heard it was good.
I heard it was good.
Like the first one was pretty good.
Yeah, no, I liked a lot of things about the first one. Some of their allegories were pretty thin. I'll say that. But aside
On
from
hand,
that,
I'm
the
glad
first
they
one was
didn't
really good.
try to go super hard with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it could have been a lot worse, but there were a
It
couple
could've
of
been
times
Hold up, everyone! Grandpa Simpson yelling at the cloud on the newspaper is the best meme.
yeah.
Shut up! I'm still talking.
All right, sweet. I'll descend into being old man and yelling. Yeah, there you go.
Eepa!
I need more emojis.
Peter
BRB.
Dinklage was the who I don't think I've seen the 4th one. I can't believe there's so many of them. It's
I
like
think I
it's like
watched up to the 3rd one and then
yeah.
just stopped.
I think so too. I think I'm like, all right, now I'm too old for this as an adult. Now I'm
Dinklage
too old.
always reminds me of dongles. Like the fact that Apple came out with a thing called dongles is just
Yeah.
It's short-sighted. Yeah.
balls.
You know what about like when an actor is interesting and you like seeing him and stuff, but then you find out like how he acts in real life, and you're like, oh.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's a lot of those, but Peter Dinklage.
Andy
is one of them.
knows I really struggle sometimes separating the art from the artist. Like he's told me some things about people, and it's like just very tiny things. I'm like, I can't listen to that band anymore. Oh, I can't. So
I will look for you. I will find you.
And I will kill you. Like I've been told
I'm
this.
just picturing
Children.
Peter Dinklage in Taken.
I would love
Just a little guy.
He's
running
doing
around.
all the same things as Liam Neeson.
He's doing all the
Please. That's how you sell tickets.
That would be so
That is how you sell tickets.
But like for a midget to literally pull the ladder up behind him away from other midgets in Hollywood. What a dick move, dude.
I know, dude. Yeah.
He's a dwarf who got famous for playing a dwarf and has thus become the most famous dwarf in all of cinema after the Star Wars guy, with the one from Star Wars. You know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, the one. Yeah.
The other one, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, what's his name?
Willow. Yeah, he was the main character in
I can't think of the actor's name. Oh my
that
God.
old fantasy movie too. Frick, why can't I?
Oh,
remember?
that guy.
He was
in
think
Willow.
He was,
in Willow.
Willow. Yeah, Willow. Willow guy.
Warwick Davis.
Yeah.
That's
Davis. Yeah.
I couldn't think of his name.
Dinklage
he
might
took-
be more.
He was an Ewok as well. I think he was
Yeah, that's how he started. He started off as the Ewok, and I think he did. I think he was one of the little guys in the first one as well. One of the Jawas. I think he was a Jawa in the first one as well. They needed a lot of midgets in Star Wars in the OG trilogy. Actually, they're like, we need some small, weird little aliens, dwarves, midgets. Come hither. We have work for you. Tank Ferret presents. Good evening to all you magnificent bastards and bastettes. It is Artism.
Oh,
Welcome to the show.
he was in Leprechaun.
Yeah, he was the most famous midget in all of Hollywood, and like right after that was the guy from Jackass, that guy. But yeah, no, Peter Dinklage is currently the most famous dwarf in all of Hollywood by a lot, and he's literally like called out Hollywood for casting dwarves as dwarves. I'm like, what do you mean?
He was
What's the problem here?
Avengers.
Yeah, they made him a giant. Yeah, he was a dwarf.
Yeah, he was a giant midget.
A giant dwarf.
I'm sorry, that was hilarious to me. That was just
I loved
hilarious.
it. I thought it was hilarious, but
I thought it was a
comedy.
really interesting take on it. I'm like, because like the fantasy, like because they're going more sci-fi in the MCU than fantasy, especially after like they kind of abandoned the fantasy element after Thor and Thor 2. Like for the most part, they went way more sci-fi than they went fantasy.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
Look at me. I am the Tism. Yes. Now, yeah, for me, I'm trying to decide. I have a new package to open from Amazon with a couple of manga. I'm trying to decide what to use in my video to open it. I have a lightsaber I could use. I have my giant Dragon Slayer Berserk sword, or I have my real like mini katana that my uncle gave me for my birthday. I'm like, these are all great potentially. I just have to figure it out.
you should remove it from the package, seal it back up, and then chop it in half.
That's definitely part of the plan. At least for the time I use the sword.
I'm trying to think. Oh, like katana would be funny, but the berserk sword.
I'm gonna have a couple videos of that sword anyway. It's just fun. Like I have a video where I'm talking with AC and I'm just swinging that thing around the entire time.
Do the lightsaber.
It's good
If
stuff.
you make a cut to it being in half, I'll add like a fire effect or something.
Yeah, I thought about that. I'm like, I'll cut a little hole and then like I'll cut a a dick shape in it or something stupid but funny.
Yeah, like hit it with the lightsaber, stop, cut it in half, and then put the lightsaber between the two cuts.
Yeah.
Two halves, and then you just stitch them together. That'd be funny.
That would be funny. Like just tape. Oh, it's like, oh, this is the neighbors taping it back up.
It's like, oops, and then you like just put some duct tape on it. And just...
Yeah, Peter Dinklage is one of those weirdos who was causing trouble with the Snow White 2025. Did anyone actually see that movie? I know I certainly didn't. I had. If it's possible to have reverse
trailer,
interest,
and that was too much.
What was that?
I saw the trailer, and that was too much.
Yeah, yeah.
We actually watched it after the fact over here for free, and it was not good. It was not good. You could see the money in it, but it wasn't
Trailer,
like,
I'm like,
Yeah.
how the hell does the original have better animation?
You guys remember? Like,
Yeah.
I don't love the Daily Wire, but remember when they put out like a 15-second trailer with Brett Cooper as Snow White, and it was wildly more popular and anticipated.
Yep.
It never ended up happening. I'm like, it is kind of interesting because she and the Daily Wire split ways, and it was kind of inevitable that it would happen. But now she's a character on their new Merlin show, which I heard is not bad actually.
Is it the Pendragon?
Yeah, Pendragon cycle or whatever.
I haven't checked any of it out, so
gotta bounce back to Dadland. Yeah, man. No, absolutely. No, thanks for coming on, man. Thanks for popping by. Say hi to the kiddos for us. Tell them a fat white Hawaiian guy says hi.
Have a good night, Ferret.
Have a good night. Nice seeing you.
Nice to see you. Arigato. There's a panda. It makes sense. Shut up.
The tank parrot panda ferret.
Yeah. Tank parrot.
It's a ferret parrot. Yeah, panda. Yeah.
Xander's getting to that cute age where he's just like there's an age like between like 3 and 5 that is pretty precious, and he's getting up in there. That's a really fun age. Ooh. Yeah, no, thanks for stopping by, brother. Yeah, no, I got a couple we have some guests we're working on lining up, but getting people's schedules together ahead of time has
Yeah.
proven not a not insubstantial challenge. And my work has kept me a bit busier than normal as well. So I've been so tired when I get home some days where I just want to pass out. Obviously I can't. I got to take care of the kids and other stuff as well.
And scheduling people is kind of like a constant. It's not particularly hard to get somebody booked, right? You can even get bigger names booked, but the problem is constantly all the time thinking about it, who's next, and checking
You're
back
always
in.
cycling through, yeah.
Yeah, it becomes like scheduling. I can see how scheduling can be its own job. I see how people hire assistants just for scheduling if their life is busy enough. Totally get it.
I'm so disorganized. If I'm ever wealthy enough, I will have someone run my schedule for me.
Oh yeah, you could be so efficient doing that. Holy shit, that'd be awesome.
If I could just be free to like, if I'm like like maybe I'll marry an organized woman. I don't know. We'll see.
10:02, stand in the shower, make a video.
Yeah,
10:02.
10:08.
PM or she's like, I put you. I have you doing that both in the AM and the PM actually. AM is for YouTube. 10 PM is for OF. Don't worry about it. No. Oh no, it's you guys have any like old YouTube videos they put out when you were a kid and you ever wonder if they're still out there?
I
have a bunch.
I do not. I hopped on pretty late.
You're younger than we are, or at least than I am, aren't you, AO?
I'm 29.
Okay, so a little bit younger, not significantly.
But like I was always on the sidelines, like looking in. It wasn't until fairly recently I started posting stuff.
I do wish I could have I would have just continued, because that's kind of how a lot of the bigger YouTubers started. They just started making stuff, whether it was good or not, and eventually they got better and better and better, and they take off at some point. And
yeah,
it's like old back in the day, like you're talking like Ray William Johnson, Smosh, Tobuscus. He was the king of YouTube for a while. That guy is and was genuinely very funny and very creative. Definitely a small inspiration for me. But yeah, out there somewhere, I don't know if the internet got rid of him or not, but there are videos of fake WWE wrestling that me and my siblings and friends put out. And there's also a skit where my brother is the president of something and I'm the bodyguard. I have him like in a suit, like he's in a like a nice shirt and such, getting into a car. I'm in a suit, in a little suit, like pretending to be his bodyguard. And my sister is wearing my ghillie suit and pretends to shoot him. And she's like supposed to be like a born identity kind of conspiracy thing. Pretty much, yeah. And like looking back, I'm like, that actually wasn't bad considering what we were working with, which was garbage, pretty much.
I was just too shy when I was younger. I was like, I keep everything in my head, you know.
A lot of artist types are like that. I'm creative, but I'm not really an artist, not in the same
like
way.
I was kind of shy, and then I was also very aware of where my abilities were. They weren't very good at the time. I was like, well, I don't feel like putting anything out then.
Well, it's like having an interest is almost more important than having a talent. Because like for the most, like some people are better. Some people aren't actually better at certain things, but if you're not interested in it, then like talent most of the time is just developed interest. That's something that's been said, and I maybe 85% agree with that. That being said, like I know this woman I knew for a while. We didn't date, but she was a friend of mine. We went shooting, and just first time holding a gun, and she was a better shot than 80% of people out there, like first time shooting. Oh, Kaydee, you're muted unless you're trying to talk to someone else.
No, I was just talking to Andy because
okay.
I made a post in a group because I'm not even joking. It's really hard for me to find friends. It's not hard for me to make friends or be friends with people. I can find common ground. And hold on one second.
Yeah, no, it
this. Sorry.
No, you're good.
So
You're good.
it's always been easy for me to find like common ground and be friends with people and talk to them, you know, find out what they're interested in, get them talking. And it's just, I don't know. I just really haven't been in that
Mindset.
have had an opportunity to make friends. And so we don't know anyone in the area, of course, besides like we've met a couple of people, like people that work at the business across the street and stuff like that. But we I made a post in one of my groups, and there was like 4 people that liked it. No one commented. So one of the people that liked it, I looked and saw she has 3 boys and dogs, and that she's half an hour away from me. And I'm like, oh wow, that's crazy. So I was just like chatting with her a little bit. I'm like, that's cool. Hopefully we hit it off or something. But I posted. So there was an anonymous post in one of my like Minnesota girlfriends group, and this girl posted like, I'm afraid to be friends with people because you know, I was friends with this one girl and she stole my boyfriend, and I'm afraid that people are gonna try to steal my man or whatever. And I was like, okay, relatable moment. And I commented, I was like, I've made friends. This is true too, you guys. I swear to God. It's a Minnesota girlfriends group, like just making friends in your state, right? This has happened to me. So I'm not even exaggerating. Andy will tell you the truth. I said, I have made friends in this group, and they turned out to be fans of my husband from his bands, and like literally just would not stop fucking asking me like, how's Andy? What's he doing? And I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
That's actually how you and I that's actually how you and I met, obviously. Yeah. Just Kahuna in one of those girl groups, just like
Yeah.
Okay, so I will say that, you know, like even Andy, well, not to like air his business, but he's had a bitch run away with his best friend. Like, I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but dudes aren't gonna fucking go add him on social media and then start fucking asking about only his wife, like obsessively, and ignore him. Like there's some shit men just don't do, and that's that's one. But yeah,
I think Andy's smart enough not to be in groups with those kind of people, because I know for a fact that he's been around groups of people like that.
I'm not smart enough to. No, I'm just trying to make fucking friends, though. Just being in a normal group, like it's my sister and people I know are in that group.
You're a bit of an atypical female there, Kaydee. That's definitely part of it.
I've made a lot of friends online too, though. So when they hit me up and act like we have shared interests and stuff, like that's, you know, I'm okay to be friends with you. Like that's cool. But then when you turn out to be obsessed with my husband, it's a little fucking weird. But like, I get the obsession. I get it.
I get it.
He's hot. His music's fucking amazing. You know. I perv on him, but taken.
That's your prerogative. You're married.
That's my man.
My man.
And I'm, you know, I don't know. These bitches, like, they wouldn't even have a chance if I didn't even exist anyway. So it's kind of pathetic. It's really pathetic.
It's more common for women to go after men that are not all, but in certain groups, in certain demographics of women, it's more common for them to go after a man who is taken rather than a man who is single. And that's I've seen that.
The guy knows that the woman's dude is gonna beat the crap out of him if he tries. So.
Yeah. But yeah, and like for men, there's the threat of violence, but women don't tip it. Yeah. Unless you're Tongan, Samoan, or ghetto black, the chance of a woman physically attacking you is a lot slimmer. So it's just a different. It's kind of a difference in gender dynamics a little bit, and plus, like there is the bro code. I don't agree with all facets of the bro code. Like for me and my friends, like if I find out a friend of mine is cheating on his wife, we'll have a conversation, but I'm not going to keep that a secret for very long.
I
And
have
that's an understanding in our group.
I've straight up told people loyalty is too important to me. Yeah, so when you're fucking around behind your partner's back, they're gonna know about it. I would want to know. I don't care what the situation is. I would want to know, so I'm gonna fucking tell whoever it is. I don't give a fuck. I don't care who you are.
I'd
I
probably
mean,
encourage him to like, hey, if you don't let her know, then
This
I'm
has
going
to be addressed at some point.
Yeah,
yeah. It depends on the
like, give them
relationship.
a chance to try and fix it
It's
themselves.
yeah. It's situational for sure, but
Yeah.
like
Like
you know,
if it was an old friend of mine, I might
if it
be
was
like,
one of
"Hey,
my best friends
fix
and
this
I
or
knew
will."
if it was one of my best friends and I knew her dude kept beating her and she was like afraid of him or something like that, like maybe, you know, like I could see a situation where I wouldn't even care, you know. It you know, but I think it's better no matter what to leave the situation and end it, and I don't mean break up with someone so you can fuck someone else and then be like, oh, we're back together now, that wasn't cheating, you know. There's like weird games people play like and shit like that I've seen, but it's really not hard to it's really not hard to have self-control and be loyal, and cheaters are scum of the earth, man.
I got a clip for that.
Raider!
Me when my
Yeah.
Damn
But
it, Finn,
I don't
why
know. I
can't I
think-
quit you?
Everyone knows that I'll never cheat on Andy because he is just so hot.
I do agree with that, but you know the one thing I really hate when people say
What?
there's a statement people say it's like a preemptive or it's like a post like moral kind of statement that they'll say I could never. I'm like, everybody is capable of doing evil things.
Oh yeah.
I hate when people imply that it's impossible for them
But
to
then
have
then you have to start policing everyone saying I would never, because we
you
all
should
have a fucking
say,
price
like,
for certain
I
things
couldn't
in
imagine.
certain situations.
Yeah, like that. The whole BS, like, oh, I couldn't imagine. Like, you know how
Gun to
many...
my kid's head, I'm sucking someone else's. No, I'm just kidding. But you know what I mean.
The statement
Like
is,
there's
I hope I never do that.
we
I wish
all
to
will
never do
sink
that.
very, 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 very low in situations that'll likely never happen. So you can just stop your
You could always
policing,
come up with a
Kahuna.
hypothetical.
I could come up with I just did. We could keep coming up with them too.
Let's just take the plot for the movie 24.
You're brainstorming.
Andy heard the word suck.
enjoy doing
Let's
that.
get this stream finished.
I need snoo clips. Now that
Oh
we
my
have,
God.
now that we got
That's
Christmas,
our life.
I'm
Our
gonna-
entire life is snoo.
yeah, Futurama clips in general.
What hell of a way
Where
to
pretty
die.
green man go?
Yeah, the skeletons are all
No,
smiling.
for those of you who don't know, because it was actually when he was on A Drink with Crazy, I was like joking around in the chat, you know, being thirsty. And so I like put a blanket over Andy's head and tried to wheel him away, and it took his energy drink and spilled it all over his new laptop. And
Oh yeah.
yeah.
It's got
Oh,
a different setup though. So, and by the
Speaking of-
way,
That's the only thing I've ever done that that's like the one day I wasn't wife of the century.
we all have days we're not wives of the century, especially me.
that's true.
In fact, that's been all of my days. That's been true. Universal.
With the exactly with the new
There
setup
we
here, I was able to do this.
Finally, the cover for the best story in your short story collection, Memory of Mortality.
I don't know
Ah.
about that.
It looks so good, dude. We got
I know.
snipers and zombies and soldiers, dude. It like this is like this story in particular reminded me of one aspect of the Witcher
Going through
book.
menopause or something over here.
One aspect of the what?
The Witcher. The Witcher does a better job of showing the life, like what it would be like being on the front lines of a war, of a true medieval war, than almost any other fantasy. And this particular story felt that close. It felt like you're on the front lines of a battle. battlefield.
Thanks.
More
man.
than most other stories.
I looked up the timeline of the annexation of Poland, and I kind of just like looked at the major plot points, and I was like, I wonder if I could turn each of these plot points from Poland historically being basically dismembered by all of its neighbors.
Hey, babe.
Into different scenes, and it actually kind of worked out.
Let Kahuna talk for a sec, because I got to ask you a question real quick about your cover. Mute it.
Yep.
Okay. Ao, I was trying really hard not to laugh there. Nothing he said in particular was that funny. I just noticed how mean looking this horse is. Look how mean this horse looks, man.
I'm gonna count you.
Like, this is the most roided out, like mean looking, like tough guy, white guys, like flat built sideways.
Wilbur, I'm coming down.
It looks like this horse yells a racial slur before it attacks you.
Have you seen this dude on my back?
It's all skin and bones, or at least bones.
He's got a bone to pick with you.
Or it's like in a Red Rising, it's like the horses are useful because they, like in the first book, they literally hide themselves, stitch themselves inside the corpses of dead horses as an ambush tactic.
Fucking confusion.
Anyway, we we were just talking about or AC, we were just talking about how angry that horse looks.
Oh
That
yeah,
horse
that's
is ready to fuck shit.
I tried to portray the horses in the actual story as being as like unruly and cold as their masters. You know, these are the Knights of Ash. They this is actually his gun that he's holding. They the guns all have like an edge on them, and when they switch it on, it gets like blind. It's all part of the theatrics. You know, they it's like blinding light. You know, and
Mark
like power,
Mark Hatherley's the shit.
Oh yeah, he kills it. And speaking of which,
So
I got
talented.
Also, that jawline on that soldier makes me jealous. I'll be honest.
there is really.
It's like beneath the layers of dormant, relaxed muscle, there is a jaw on this man of mine, this body of mine. Believe it or not, I've shown you guys pictures when I was younger. There was a jaw there somewhere.
At some point. Dude, Mark, that's one thing. So
Just
I
have
found
a beard now.
I found Mark Hatherley because somebody was like, I think I just tweeted out, hey, does anybody know any good artists? This guy was like, yeah, I'll introduce you to my sketch artist. And I was like, oh yeah, cool. You know, let's, you know, whatever. And so I went and looked on his page.
Hold on, chat. Can you hear an echo when I'm not muted? Just let me know.
But I went and looked on his page, and he had done a sequential page just for fun of like Superman, and I was like, yeah, that's my guy for this. I found out he's a veteran. I was like, I think he would be perfect for my war story. And literally when he asked me how I wanted the protagonist to look, I was like, basically like Superman, dude. You nailed it with that, basically. And so here's the backside I got done today. And you can actually see the Superman a little bit in the hair frill and everything.
Oh, yeah, the little curl. Yeah, you can see that.
Yeah, you can see that a little bit. And maybe I'll have Kahuna, if Kahuna's down, he can read the little blurb I have on the back here. But yeah, I figured this was just like a pretty simple, solid, you know, back panel for the cover. I'm still going to finish the back panel for the paperback edition, but I actually have the cover for that too. I can show off as a little surprise treat for everybody who stuck around. But Kahuna, if you want to read this, or
Yes.
I can't really, I'll have to like move it down as you go.
Yeah. Unit number 429199 is a lone wolf in a world at war, reclaimed from death. He is only a cog in the dark machine unleashed on the Empire nation of Belton. A triumvirate of orcs, Drathukin, and the dreaded ash lords of Athert can devour a once picturesque land of plenty. This carnage causes 99 to confront his past, plunge into a labyrinth of enigmatic memories fragmented by death-induced amnesia. Finding the truth about himself will require not only the willpower to do it, but the foresight to connect each fragmented piece of his past before it's too late. When the safety of a child is thrust upon him, he decides to do what he must, no matter the cost. Remember the legend of the lone wolf who stood against many in the heart of war upon the world of RK, where even legends are doomed to die.
Nice. I
Thank
love
you.
when you
not,
read
not,
stuff.
not my best work, but I did add a little bit of growl in there.
This
I-
has been story time with Kahuna.
I do kind of like, I kind of do like mush up my words a little bit in my descriptions too, to be fair. Like where it makes sense still, but it, I'm not exactly trying to, I don't know. You need like, with some of the shit I say, you almost need like, Christopher, what's his name? Saruman. You need Saruman.
Christopher
to, like,
Lee.
yeah, you need Christopher Lee to get in there. God, that would be such a
Saruman.
dream come
Your
true.
love of the halfling's leaf has
Yeah,
killed
yeah.
Explode your mind.
You cannot
She's like,
contend.
Yeah.
You cannot contend with the will of Arky.
I'm right.
A Memory of Mortality adapted from Mortal Descent, Book 1 of the RK Chronicles.
Dun, dun, dun.
I couldn't decide
got
on
the,
a voice. I couldn't. It's hard to. Sometimes it's hard to decide on a voice. I'm like, going gruff usually is a good call, but you can overdo it. Sometimes it's better to be a little more subtle with it.
Yeah, that's true. I'll pull up the
On the
I'll pull up the new cover here. Pull up the new cover here. I'm gonna I'm gonna have fun on the backside cover, the back cover of this the paperback edition that I'm about to show you guys. I have some ideas. It's not set in stone, but
Ooh, it's looking spicy.
oh yeah. Let's get right in there.
Got the rifle.
Oh yeah.
The red eye good in there.
So this sketch of Mark's almost made it into the hardcover edition, and it actually was in the first draft of it. You can ask Animation; he was right there weighing in on it with me every step of the process. But I just love this panel that Mark drew. It goes so hard, and especially in the story. This panel, I don't want to say it comes out of nowhere, but all of a sudden it's just like he did it so perfectly. It's just like then that happens, boom, he's aiming, and it's just like intense in the story. And I just, it's one of my favorite panels. I needed it on the cover. Same with these. This is one of the proper sword fights that he actually like portrayed really cleanly in the book, so I had to bring that in there. This is an enemy soldier who's like a kid. He's like a kid in comparison, you know, like it shows the state of the enemy where like they're running out of soldiers. You know what
So
I mean?
they're using younger and younger conscriptions.
Yeah, it's part of the thing. And all of them kind of look like the protagonist, you know. That's one thing that triggers his memories is, you know, somebody he kills, he turns over, and it's almost like if I had a movie of this, I would literally use the same actor. You know what I mean? You turn over the body and it's you know.
Hold on, we have a friend.
Oh,
Mr. Jarrod Christman, how you do, my friend? How was your rehearsal?
It's good, man. It's really good. It's good. How you guys doing tonight?
Still sweaty, man. It must have been good.
No, that's just my oily skin, bro.
Oh yeah. I'm not saying you should go bald, but your head it'll be a good look for you. That being said, if you do ever go bald, if you ever do like shave the head, Jarrod, you have to grow that beard out. Go for the reverse look.
Oh yeah.
Like my hair is not gone; it's just changed positions.
That's what I did. That's what I did in the Midnight Montgomery video.
I know. I noticed that.
I had a fierce beard in that one.
Oh, dude, I'm so like this is not more than this is not the edge of what I can grow, but I can't grow much more than what I got right here. It's pretty sad, dude. And I grow like twice as much as my dad or my grandpa put together. It's sad.
Yeah, same. But the thing is, like, mine's so thin that, like, I'll be growing a beard for 6 weeks before anybody even notices.
Oh wow!
It's like 6 weeks. It's like, did you shave it? Do you need to shave or something? And then like after 6 weeks, it's like, oh, you're growing a beard.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah. Yes, I am for over a month now. Thank you.
Oh, I have this design. I've been consulting my history of Polynesian tattoos and talking to some family members of mine. I have a scalp tattoo or two I want to get.
Ooh, yes.
That's gonna hurt.
Yes.
It's one of the most painful.
I know.
It'll be dope though, dude.
I know. But it means I'll have to shave my head again. But that's a thing. I have
imagine tattooing the back of your hand, except instead of like a little bit of muscle before the bone, it's just bone.
I know I have bones in my hand somewhere.
Right, but at least with your hand, there's a little bit of cushion. Just like the littlest bit of cushion. With your head, the needle's bouncing off your skull. It's like,
I've had a 400-pound beam dropped on the back of my head.
Oh,
it will hurt, but I think I'll be fine.
You can have
doctors ask me, have you ever had a concussion? I'm like, I'm sure I probably have. I've never gone to a doctor for it.
Probably.
Does a bear defecate in the woods?
No, or actually, no. Anyway, let me rephrase that. Yes, but also, you know what a bear also did to our job site? Out there, we had all these rolls of insulation, and they're in plastic bags, so they're protected from the weather. We took one. It's like, oh, why is this one all gross? Why is it filled with oil? No, there's this little bear print and a couple of scratches, and then the bear pissed in the bag. I swear to Christ.
Holy crap.
And we used that insulation somewhere else. So I won't say where, but we did use that a couple months later when it was dried out.
Oh, dude.
Hey, Jarrod.
What's up, Kaydee? Dude, one of the black belts at our jiu-jitsu school, he has these like beautiful fruit trees in his front yard. And he had one year his plum tree is just completely loaded.
Hold on.
And this big grizzly bear comes and eats every plum on the tree, like snaps one of the limbs off, eats all the plums, and then takes a giant crap right in the middle of his driveway. And it was like Brad said it was those grain shovels, those big aluminum grain shovels. It was that big. It was one full scoop. One full scoop of that, just full of plum stones.
Oh, brother.
You couldn't even have the decency to crap in the field.
I'm at 4%, so I'm gonna go. It's too much to get the cord for this. So
we'll gotta figure it out so you guys can both stream at the same time. But yeah, thanks for coming on, Kaydee.
Yep, see you, Kaydee.
Yeah, I will. Okay, I just got an important message too. So I'm gonna chat on my phone.
All right, sweet. Sorry. All part of the plan. Anyway, Jarrod, did you get to rewatch Ice Age before joining us?
No, not this week, but I've seen it not that long ago.
Okay, yeah, because I've seen some of them, but I haven't seen the first one in about 15 years before this. So that was an experience.
I kind of remember the second one, a little bit of the third, and then I never saw the other ones.
I didn't realize there was more after that.
Yeah.
They're coming out with the sixth one here soon, believe it or not, which is crazy, but
yeah, he and Queen Latifah, Manny and Queen Latifah, they get married and find Simon Pegg, and he's like an Australian thing.
Yeah,
in like a whole like underworld type. Oh yeah,
he was Buck or whatever his name was.
Yeah, it got weird, man.
Yeah, they brought
hey,
dinosaurs.
mate,
I didn't mind. There was a really funny joke from the third one. That's where they introduced the dinosaurs, like because Sid, the baby dinosaurs, imprint on him and thinks that
Yeah.
he's their mother, and
Yes.
so he's trying to find food for them, and comes up to this cow. He's like, "I'm just gonna get some milk," and I'm like, "Oh, this is such a bad joke for a kids movie." And he's running away. I thought you were a female. As it's chasing him, like, no. That joke in every form in every movie I've seen that joke in is never not funny. It's
Oh, yeah.
always funny.
Oh yeah, and kids never get it.
Of course they don't. It's like
That's-
milked your cow. Took a while to get it going, but it gave a lot when it was finally ready. We don't have a cow. We have a bull.
as he's tipping chugging it.
What was that?
a lot of
movie?
protein in this thing. Ooh.
I know
that was Kingpin.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, with Randy Quaid, Woody Harrelson, and Bill Murray.
So that's so funny, dude. That joke's always funny.
Good.
And now AC's drinking milk. That's just good timing. What kind of milk is it? Bull milk. Anyway,
It's just water, actually, but I should just let you think it was milk.
He's drinking milk.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very
heavy
watery
cream.
milk.
It's not even milk; it's heavy cream.
Also, it's like it makes me want to. This movie makes me want to revisit some of the other movies from my childhood. I'm like, I did not remember. I talked about to them about this earlier, Jerry, but I did not remember there being gay rhinos in this movie. But
You know what? You know what's
definitely.
sad is like I never made a connection that they were supposed to be like a gay analog.
I never did either.
Today, I was like, oh, that sucks.
I'm like, I did not realize that as a child. I'm like, oh, yeah, the way they're talking, it's like, okay, yeah, no, I got it. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Oh, but Jared, earlier we discussed how it was actually subtle back then. It's like parents.
Gay guys were
parents
usually
saw
a
it.
joke in a movie.
Like you
then.
could see Christian parents back then being like, yeah, that's a gay analog, but it's subtle enough where it's still a kids movie. It's still funny. It's still quality enough. It's not.
Jared, I'm in the same boat as you. I didn't think of it.
I know, right?
Well,
Like,
I think part of it is the modern culture. We've kind of been conditioned to look for it now because of all the propaganda and how bad and how blatant it's been in recent years. And so we've kind of been trained to look at it. Also, that reminds me of that Stranger Things meme
they handed out gaydar after a while. You know?
Of Will saying he doesn't like girls. It's like him saying he's gay without actually saying the words. Using that in a context of like, oh, when your buddy says he can't buy a motorcycle, and then they play that, I'm like, okay, that makes me laugh every time. It's just like, can't buy a motorcycle. I don't like girls. Just like, right.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
like Futurama, Fry's ancestor just.
Yeah.
Don't you think we only like girls because we're supposed to?
It's like y'all are joking, but I know I've worked with Navy guys. I've heard stories that I can't repeat on the internet. Oh my lord!
You can't repeat, and of all the stories, ooh.
I know there are stories I can't repeat, but when I was younger, I remember just it's funny. You kind of learn language and learn like when you're young, especially you kind of just copy what you hear adults and other kids say. Yeah. And so like I didn't know what it meant to flip somebody off. So when I started doing it, everyone was like I remember I was this little homeschool kid at the Y. I flipped this kid off because I had like a scab on my finger. I wanted to freak him out, so I just like shoved my middle finger in his face. And he's saying he's flipping me off. And the teacher comes over. Did you flip him off? I'm like, no, he's still standing there. There's so many homeschool. I have a video coming out about a homeschooler that I found on the internet. That's the most obvious homeschooler I've ever seen. Well, it's like even those of us who've gotten pretty good at hiding it, we always know another homeschooler. It's like you were homeschooled, weren't you? It's like, yeah. Some of us grew out of it, but it's like, yeah, we could always tell. Like a buddy of mine, he's considered one of the top 15 shortstops professionally in baseball in the country. Oh, wow. Yeah, as a high schooler before ever playing for a college team. That's how good he was. He was really. Like just the way his dad taught him, he was so good. But it got to the point where he would just go to a game and the other team would somehow know. Nice one, homeschool. Just like, how did they know? Never talked to them.
Hey, I'll have you know I was picked first for gym every time.
It's like, you know, every homeschooler's least favorite song? Hot for Teacher.
Oh, yeah. It probably is.
Should have seen that one coming, man.
Yeah. Once you hear, you're like, what else could it have been? That's it.
Yeah, I know.
I always love like that little skit of the homeschoolers from Mean Girls. It's just like, oh, the Bible talks about this, and that. It's like, oh, the Al Qaeda and the homosexuals. Like, what are we? What is this?
Homosexuals.
Yeah, because he was like very southern, like some not Mormon, but like think just this side of what are those funny ones? The funny ones that like lift barns. What are they? Amish. Just this side of Amish. There we go. Oh, I've heard they make really good
the Amish paradise.
Amish paradise.
Oh, it's good shit.
Has that like the Hustler magazine about the girl's just like showing her ankle.
Hey, let's go around and say our favorite thing about the movie or our least favorite, and then if
sink or float.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Kahuna. All right. I'll go first. Oh, Jared, I dressed up for this anyway.
Yes.
I went to court today. I forgot to wear this part of it, and I'm so upset. I'm like, I missed my opportunity. Anyway, for this movie, I like how they have moments to breathe. It's a very rare thing in modern animation. AO and I were talking about this earlier, how modern animation is so frantic. It doesn't let any moments breathe in most movies.
It's very ADHD,
yeah. Very ADHD, which is not always bad, but this movie made me appreciate these quiet moments that just let the character like experience an emotion for a moment, for a beat, before having to immediately schizophrenically with 5 different cuts move on. Yeah, for me, that's what I appreciated most. That, and then this movie was really funny still, very funny still.
The comedy still makes me laugh.
I give it a good float. It's no Skyship for me, despite all that, all the praise I've given it. It's not going to be like, oh, best animated film of all time, but for knowing who my dad is, it being one of his top 2 or 3 animated films makes sense. It's funny. I love it and respect it for that reason. All right, AC, what you got, brother?
Well, my favorite thing is how some of the stuff I touched on earlier, like they were able to take their shortcomings, like the animation style, and kind of do the same thing that Toy Story did, kind of bring that over the finish line in various ways. I think it really paid off with like glowing effects, reflective effects, these sort of things, because they purposely put themselves in the same domain as like Toy Story, but X amount of years ahead of Toy Story. Like it was way after the fact, so they were able to apply a lot of the modern technology to it. The unspoken storytelling, fantastic. That was great. Don't have the Neanderthals talk at all. In fact, flex a little.
I'm really happy they didn't. So those Neanderthals were derpy. They were a little derpy.
They looked derpy, yeah. They were a little derpy, yeah, for sure.
It's like don't like unless it like for certain movies there are exceptions, but with a lot of these like blue sky kind of movies, like didn't they also do Rio? The Rio movies?
Yes.
Yeah, like don't look at the people. It's
don't look at the people, yeah.
You're not gonna be
they
happy.
Look better in Rio, but they're still very
in Rio. You can really see that they had like 3 models and they would just change details. You could really see it in that movie. And if you notice,
not as bad as Illumination at that, but they are still pretty bad copy and pasting.
Who is She-Ra?
Is that from He-Man?
Yeah.
No,
I think it's the white Sabretooth.
Oh, I never saw that. Okay, so that must be 4. That must be 4 because I never saw that.
I think she shows up in the 3rd one. I'm not sure.
I don't think so. $500. I'm in a gambling mood. $500 doesn't show up in 3.
I think it is 4, but
I never
Yeah.
saw 4, so but I know I saw
I'm probably
maybe
dead
the-
wrong. I don't know.
That's okay.
They might-
I just have bigger kahunas to gamble for.
might be
Get
able
it? Get it?
Get it? It's like in Family. Oh, he said it. He said it.
What was I gonna say? They might be able to put some butts in seats if they bring all those voice actors back for the new Ice Age, and then promote it correctly. Also, I was gonna say my least favorite thing about the movie was like it's also one of its strengths. Like it was very, very planned ahead of time, but it almost felt a little bit too rehearsed, if that makes sense. And there were some things that stood out, but that's neither here nor there. The thing is afloat for sure.
Yeah,
And
no, for sure afloat. It's
yeah.
not and it also, like we mentioned this earlier, it feels like a movie. It's not like, oh, this is a cash grab, like where we make up a story because we have a movie. It's like we have a story and therefore we made a movie. I think it's order.
There's more heart to it, more charm.
Yeah. It's not like, oh, this made money, now we have a sequel, so now we have to make a story for these characters. It's like every American sitcom that goes on for 6 seasons longer than it ever should have. But that would never happen many, many times, obviously.
Oh, never. No.
All right, so that's 2 floats. AO, favorite thing about the movie and how well it did.
I do enjoy the humor. The characters are likable. It's got that kind of 3 Men and a Baby kind of charm to it, kind of just goofy fun. My favorite aspect would probably be the found family element of it.
Yeah. No, that was good. That was very common in movies, I feel like, when I was growing up.
Yeah.
Like starting with Land Before Time and then
Yeah.
That was a very big,
Classic.
heavy thing. So you say float, obviously?
Float as an iceberg. All
right. Corpus Christman. Rising Tide Media.
I give it a float. I think the misfit camaraderie in the main 3 characters was the fun. I like that part of it. I thought Diego had I like Diego's arc. That choice of like,
being raised a certain way and then going it, like having the courage to go against what you have believed for a long time.
Yep. For the sake of becoming a better version of yourself. Like, I like that. I thought that was good.
Yeah, Diego had a good one.
I love the choice, even though the man's completely off the rails anymore. But like, I love the choice for Leguizamo to do the lateral lisp for Sid. That was just.
He's like one of the funniest characters from that.
Oh era.
From now on, you'll call me Sid, Lord of the Flame.
I love the one of my favorite lines. One of my favorite lines in definitely my favorite line in that movie. But one of my favorite funny movie lines is like, I don't know about you guys, but we're the strangest herd I've ever seen.
Yeah. Oh, isn't there anyone else you can annoy? Friends, family, poisonous reptiles.
Uncle Fungus.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That too. Like the banter between Manny and Sid was good stuff. So yeah, it floats. I give it a float.
Yeah. Also, I mentioned this earlier too, but when the rhinos go to attack and then Manfred handles them. I've seen rhinos and elephants fight in real life. It's not a fight. It's not a fight. It's not even as powerful and aggressive and capable and sword-tipped, attacking apparatus equipped as rhinos are. An elephant, it's not even close. They can throw them. They can throw the 4,000 to 9,000 pound rhino like they're a toddler. It's not even funny watching them fight. It's not a fight. It's just an elephant. Awesome. It's how long will the elephant tolerate this nonsense?
It's a pachyderm punishment.
That reminds me, if you guys look up There was this bull elephant that during mating season, it had something chemically go wrong in its brain, and it started hunting down humans in India. Holy crap! The accounts of people who survived the attacks, like talking about hiding in their hut, the trunk coming in and reaching around and grabbing people and things and pulling them out. And like some people didn't get grabbed. It's like, holy crap. This is like one of the scariest animal attacks I've ever heard of.
Make a horror movie out of that.
I don't, but have you seen the video in India of the elephant went to the funeral of the guy who used to abuse it and charged into the funeral and just monkey stomped the corpse at the funeral.
I believe it.
So that's the terrifying thing is how smart they are, dude.
Yeah, dude. They don't forget and they hold grudges, man. And I don't remember. I'm pretty sure. Maybe someone in the chat can know this, but I'm pretty sure the guy abused the elephant. The elephant killed the guy. And then the elephant comes. They ship the elephant off. The elephant comes back, busts at the funeral, and stomps the dead guy.
I ain't done yet, bitch.
Like, whoa, dude. Talk about holding the grudge.
I'm reading there's something about an elephant killing a 70-year-old woman and later returning to her funeral.
That's the one. Yes, that's the one.
The woman? Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Odisha. It occurred in Odisha.
Yes. Yeah. Dankula had a part of a video about it. It was hilarious.
Something Gillis, there's this YouTuber who talks about like conspiracy stuff also, but then he also recounts and like stories of hunting or like encounters with dangerous animals from history, and it's based on like real books and accounts and things of that nature. I can't remember his name, but the way he narrates it and he has artists that he hires to do illustrations for all of the stories. Holy crap, it really puts into perspective what it was probably like to be in that situation. Like talking about the twin lions, I think of Zambia, who collectively killed at least 150, like two of the workers, and then they estimated
it was in Tsavo.
Yeah, the Tsavo lions. Yeah, no, what a nightmare. That was like over a year of torment from these basically demons, at least as far as like the men were concerned. Yeah. Just like middle of the night, getting dragged through thorn bushes at something like 40 to 50 miles per hour. No, thank you, not for me.
Yeah, and on that thought.
I'm thinking of a mammoth going Super Saiyan now.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That'd be funny.
Cool.
I'm I'm not picturing a mammoth going Super Saiyan. I'm picturing him more like anime. Ao, you're probably the one who might get this. In Naruto, remember Choji, the fat kid?
Yeah.
Remember how like in the Sasuke retrieval arc, he took the super fruit? It's like, oh yeah, you'll take this fruit, but the price on your body will probably be death after the effect wears off. That's what I picture a mammoth doing. Just like, oh, I'm no longer this fat elephant. I'm this giant, like muscular, two-legged a-hole. It's gonna be awesome. Remember Tyke the elephant? I do not remember Tyke the elephant. Does it
Jungle Book, right?
The name? Yeah, Jungle Book.
Jungle Book.
Was that from the Jungle Book?
No,
I think it is.
Tyke.
That's my guess.
Because I've heard the name.
Billy Judd with the trivia. I'm digging it.
No.
Billy!
Billy!
Okay, it was a circus elephant.
Oh, yeah.
I had heard the name somewhere. I couldn't put it.
Yeah.
I remember I must have been about 6 or 7, maybe 5 years old.
Injured her groomer, Dallas.
They had one. There was only one circus left in the entire U.S., like a traditional circus, and I got to see it during their last tour when they came to Puyallup, Washington, way back in the day. And like I was very young, but I do distinctly remember that. I'm like, and I remember my grandpa leaning down and telling me the you'll never see something like this again. And he's right, because that we didn't know at the time that was the last tour of the traveling circus. And that was the last circus.
Vanished.
Yeah, still operating in the US. It is weird to see what has changed and disappeared from when I was a child to now. Okay, hold on.
like Blockbuster videos.
Oh, Christ almighty.
Oh, yeah. We have fun, man. He gave you a tip there, babe. He tipped you on that one.
Now, to be fair, you did not say, you just said boobs.
To be fair, you just said
that was me dancing. But just because I missed it. Mammoth man. No more women on this show. You know, that's fun. Dude, it's so funny. It's like now I'm shirtless on the internet, but like in high school, middle school, I was so insecure because I have weird nipples. And so I was always like insecure about that when I was younger. And now I'm shirtless on the internet. It's just how it goes, man.
Funny how life works sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's like I got to middle school and I was like, I'm a good Christian boy. And they're like, why are you missing toes and you have weird nipples? I'm like, oh, I hate myself. Cool. You know, circle of life. It happens to all of us.
Well, you missing toes. I'm missing a finger. There you go.
I'm not missing toes. I just have about an inch to inch and a quarter gap between my big toes and my other toes.
Well, I was born with an extra finger. Well, a digit, kind of.
A polydactyl?
Yeah.
Did you get it cut off?
Yeah, it got removed. Oh,
why?
When I was super young. It didn't do anything. It was just there.
Just a little nub.
Yeah.
I was gonna make a crude joke about that, and for her pleasure. But anyway,
Ooh, thank you very much.
Nubbed for her pleasure.
It's funny because now that particular hand doesn't have like the muscle in the palm the same way, you know.
Oh, it's different.
Yeah. I can take a picture sometime. Hold on.
Yeah. Post it on the Iron Seas OF.
Dude, you should look up like just Google polydactyl. It was just like there are some people that have like fully a hand with fully like 7 fully functional fingers.
7?
Or like 6 fingers and a thumb. Like yes, up to like 7. Like I've seen there's pictures of it. A lot of people end up having it removed. Like my best friend growing up, his little brother had an extra pinky on each hand, and they took them off because they weren't functional. It was just like
they were just they were just there.
Well, it grew instead of having an extra metacarpal and it growing off of it, having its own knuckle. It just grew off of above the knuckle. It was growing out to the side, so they took them off. But some of them have like fully functional extra fingers and an extra metacarpal. And it is wild. Yeah. It's like
I've seen stuff like that, and that's the interesting thing. They look at the genes, and like how we have dominant and non-dominant genes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the dominant gene for humans says we should have 6 fingers instead of 5, including the thumb.
I've never heard that. Interesting.
Yeah, there's a scientific. I don't like science because it's always boring, but like if I find the right teacher or the right person talking about science, then I find it interesting because they make it fun and funny and applicable. Yeah. And so like I'll just shout
our ancestors had more digits.
Roanoke Gaming. He talks about movies and games, and he breaks down theoretical science that could make the things in movies and games possible.
Oh, that's cool.
It's a lot of theoretical stuff, but it's based on like he's a real scientist who has worked in molecular biology and a few other things. But so it's very informed, and he breaks it down in a really like comprehensive and understandable way. Like if a person can make complex scientific ideas understandable to your normal person, like Michael Crichton, he was good at that. That's a rare gift. That's a treasured individual, as far as I'm concerned. That's a very it's the kind of person who makes you feel smart just for being able to understand something. But yeah, man. Speaking, yeah. Oh yeah. So what did people like? Since I'm telling all, if you guys don't mind, what did people make fun of you for when you were in middle school and high school? We all have things.
My
It's
titties.
like my weird toes, my nipples, and my enormous member. Besides that,
Yeah, it was my titties.
oh yeah, because you were fat too, weren't you?
Yeah. And it was being the new kid too. That was a weird flex, but
I was a new kid a lot as well. Yeah, that happened quite a few times.
There was
What about you, A.O.? What did they make fun of you for?
Made fun of my name, but then I started wrestling and people stopped.
Wrestling will do that. Yeah. It's pretty effective for that.
It was so funny. I never had to stick up for me. All my teammates did. They're like, "Oh, dude, he'll mess you up. Leave him alone."
He'll make your entire week. What about you, Jared? What did they make fun of you for in the 1960s?
Well, I lived in an interracial neighborhood, so
okay, yeah, that was the same with my mom.
He went to school with my dad. Anyway, it is weird. You are closer to his age than my age, and our kids are the same age. It's a different life, man. I love it.
Wild, dude. Yeah. No, see when I was a kid, I got made fun of. Like same as you. Is like when I was in the 7th grade. When I was in the 7th grade, I was like pudgy in the 7th grade.
Oh,
so, like, yeah, I got my they made fun of my titties too, which was funny. Now looking back on it, it wasn't funny at the time, but that I got made fun of for being the preacher's kid a lot.
Oh, that's a big one. I forgot about that. That's a rough
one. I got made fun of for my hair a lot.
What was your hair like in high school?
Not in high school. I didn't get made fun of that much in high school.
Well, you probably grew into yourself by the time you got into high school.
I started to, but I tell you what was funny is like I didn't really figure out how to use my body in terms of athletics until I was about 20, 21. I was this tall.
You were a major late bloomer. My dad was too. Yeah.
I was 6 foot tall in 8th grade, but I was super uncoordinated. So like I played basketball, and I think the only reason I got time on the court is because I was tall. I was like a body, but like, dude, I was not coordinated at all. Like my middle school basketball coach nicknamed me Hands because I couldn't catch a basketball like with both of these hands. These hands, big hands.
Yeah, see, like kid. You and I are around the same height. I'm maybe even a tiny bit taller, but your fingers are so much longer than my giant fat toddler hands.
Yeah, dude. I couldn't catch a ball at all. Like I think my 8th grade year, I don't think I caught a single pass that anybody ever threw. Like it was just terrible. But then like it wasn't. What was funny is like it wasn't until I started learning kickboxing and Muay Thai. Then it's like then I figured out how to use my body, and then I got really athletic. But like in high school, I was a doofus. I was so uncoordinated in high school. It's ridiculous, dude.
See, I'm like you. Like I don't know about like size, but like I didn't grow. I only grew maybe a half inch between 7th grade and my height now. Yeah. But like I came into 7th grade at 210 pounds. I lost a little bit of weight and got down to about 180, and I was as skinny as I ever got after that. But yeah, I was like my shoulders got a little broader, but I was basically this size when I was like skinnier when I was in seventh grade, and I was so excited. I'm like, I'm just going to keep growing. No, that was it. I'm like, I'm going to be 6'4" and just giant, and I'm like, I'm just 6'1" and larger than average. Okay, cool,
dude. I had there's a friend of mine. It was actually my brother's best friend growing up. His name was Brandon, and Brandon, like, I had moved out, and I was married with my first wife, and Brandon lived in the apartment above us in our apartment building, and and he came downstairs. He came downstairs and hanging out one day. He's like, "Hey, you want to hear something weird?" I was like, "Please." He's like, I had to buy all new pants. I was like, okay, what do you mean? And like, he's like, dude, I'm 24 years old and I grew 2 inches this year. I was like, I thought you looked taller.
Yeah, nope. I had a friend, he grew until age 26. I swear to God. I'm like, what gives? Because I'm like, we graduated the same year in 2012, and you were 5'11". Now you're 6'3". What happened?
Yeah, Brandon was already 6'1", and then he grew 2 more inches. He's 24 years old. Hey, and he was like, he came down and he had these pants. He's like, look at these pants, and he showed me like had these high water pants on. I was like, wow, dude.
I thought you were just making a statement or something.
It's like, what's it like? It's like, it sucks. Because then it put him in like big and tall sizes for pants, so they made him harder to find.
Yeah.
It's like, I can imagine that though.
Yeah. No, growing after high school, it happens for a couple of people. It really depends. A lot of Polynesian kids, you'll see that because they'll grow early and people will think they're done, but they're just not. They're just going to keep growing because they're giants. And that's not all of them. It depends on how much, like, because all Polynesians are mixed to a point. Like the Tongans and Samoans, they're both big. The Samoans are usually a bit taller. But yeah, depending on how much like Filipino or Chinese or Japanese is mixed in, you'll find some small ones here and there, but it's not the rule. It's a fun time. Catherine O'Hara would have been good as Elite. Ellie. Oh, in he's talking about Ice Age. Ellie is the daughter, or no, that's the female mammoth in the second one.
She would have been way better than Queen Latifah.
Queen Latifah. I thought, I thought Queen Latifah did a good job. She sounded young and perky enough. I like it. It's hard for a large, big personality black woman to sound like a perky young thing, but they managed to do it somehow.
Yeah, it's just like compared to Catherine O'Hara though. Like Catherine O'Hara is just a goat. Like,
remind me who she is. What's something else she's been in?
She was Delia Dietz in Beetlejuice.
Oh yeah.
Kevin. She's Kevin McAllister's mom in Home Alone.
Yeah. She passed. She passed recently.
This week. Yeah. It's a bummer, man.
He's not. He hasn't shown up tonight. But
I think she was like, what, 70 something?
So yeah, around 70, 72.
Yeah, no, she was up there. Like, it's weird, like, because obviously Kevin was a kid. He aged a lot, obviously. He ended up marrying that the Asian girl from Sweet Life of Zack and Cody in real life. Really, really good couple, apparently.
Yeah,
really cool people.
London Tipton, I think.
Yeah, whatever her name was. But yeah, no, and then like seeing Kevin with Catherine O'Hara, when he's older, I'm like, she doesn't look any different hardly.
I know.
That's really weird.
Yeah, dude, did you ever see any of the show, the show Schitt's Creek?
Nah, maybe
I've heard of it.
Maybe a long time ago. I don't remember it.
My wife watched it for a while, and anytime I would see her, like Catherine O'Hara plays in it, and I would see bits and pieces of episodes with her in it, and she just killed it, dude. She was so freaking funny.
So we got some good hand action from AO here. I'll find the pictures real quick.
Oh,
wait, Jared, did you ever see Black Kahuna?
I did not. That's a thing.
Hold on, I gotta show you, dude. It's
You got to summon Chief Kahuna here.
yeah. So it was there was this time I went onto a stream and people could only hear my voice, so they thought I was black. I don't know why. Yeah, that's the same face I had. And I'm like, so I posted on Twitter one day, I'm like, I'm literally black. And then AO immediately made this picture and posted it. Let me find it. It's right there. It is. It's black. The purple.
What happened was he said,
outfit.
someone thought I was black, and I said, well, dang it, what am I going to do with this then?
Oh, dude, I love it. I love it. I grew up in Tacoma. That would fit. That fits the demographic better than my natural skin tone. Oh man, I'm so glad I don't live in Tacoma anymore. it's like remember way back in the day, back in the 80s and 90s, the show Cops would constantly go to why am I full screen? Sorry. Yeah, they would constantly go to Lakewood, Washington, because it was such a high crime area. Eventually, the city was like, "You're not allowed to film here anymore. You're making us look bad." They're like, "We're just filming what's there. Sorry, that's on you." But yeah, no, I grew
Tacoma.
up really close.
Tacoma is where the blood gang from New York fought a Green Beret and a whole bunch of his army buddies over a street beef. Oh, I know, right? That story is wild because this Green Beret had bought this house. Green Beret had bought this house because it was like so cheap and didn't know anything about the area. Well, it's at the time when the Bloods were expanding the operation up the West Coast, and so the whole street is a gang. It's like a drug den, but he's deployed, so he doesn't know this. So they get the house.
He looks online by Lewis Base McCord or just really close to there because Tacoma is like just down the road from there.
This was the 80s. This is way before that. Way before the internet, and so he buys the house. Then he gets he's home from deployment. He's fixed up the house, and turns out this neighborhood's complete garbage with just all the drugs and everything going on. And after several events, unfortunate events, like he has this cookout at his house with all of his special forces buddies. And shenanigans
that was a war zone, my man. It's so funny. There are these old interviews from when I was a kid and I was still living there. Like these interviews that ended up on TV and on really early internet. And it's like all these like Bloods and Crips and gangsters, and they're complaining about the Mexican gangs coming up now. It's like actually the first gang that I ever heard about like moving into like big gang moving into the area was the Black Panthers. Apparently they were still active like in the early 80s, and they moved into Tacoma, man, and they took over for a while.
Hey, really quick, I'm gonna head out and take care of my kid here, but it was awesome chilling with you guys this week. You have a good night.
Sweet. Peace out, brother. We won't go for too much longer, but yeah.
It's fine.
No, it's great.
As long as you want. It's fine. Have a good night, guys.
See you, buddy.
Peace out, AC. Yep. Okay, so explain what's going on with your hand here, AO.
Okay. This is the first image. This is my right hand. It's perfectly normal. The other image is my left hand. Do you see on the right hand that big chunk of muscle at the base of the thumb? Right?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, hold on. Let me pull up the other one. Where'd it go? There it is. Okay, open. Okay, share. Just looking at a man's hands, Jared. It's not weird. There we go. Oh yeah, there's a whole bunch.
Oh, yeah.
Looks like
my
a whole
left
bunch
hand, you see, it doesn't have the muscle, as much muscle down at the palm area, at the base of the thumb.
Yeah, like
Because if you see on the side, you
like
can't
this
really
part is
tell.
like way thinner.
Yeah.
Are
Yeah,
they
it's
sure
basically
they
flat.
took the right finger?
Yes, yes. My thumb is right there. You can't see it, but there are stitches on the side of my hand.
I can kind of
No,
see it.
I can see the scar. Yeah, I can see the
Yeah,
incision.
yeah. That's where the extra digit was. I was super young. I forget how young.
Did they take too much?
I don't know. I might have been a baby at the time.
It's hard to tell when you're a child.
Yeah, because I think they told me that it wasn't attached. It was just like a bone in skin or something.
To catch you up, Campbell, we're talking about AO. When he was young, he had an extra digit attached to his thumb that wasn't mobile.
I had 11 fingers.
He was a polydactyl.
Special me.
It was like that palm tree bloodline thing going on. I'm like family tree.
Yeah, so my left hand is smooth. Good thing I'm right-handed. It doesn't.
Do you feel any strength
in any
difference?
real way.
Do you feel? Does it feel like it's not strong enough, or like it doesn't move?
I can't articulate my left thumb the same way I can my right one.
Yeah.
Right. Like I can barely like bend it, but I am double jointed in that thumb as a trade-off. So that's cool. Like I can twist it around and still move it. It's weird. I know. Not a useful skill, but it's cool.
I knew a woman who was double jointed in her shoulder blades. Have you guys ever seen that?
Oh.
Where you can kind of like force your shoulder blades out. But with her, it created a hollow. You could put a Coke can in the hollow between her shoulder blades and her spine. It looked like pterodactyl wings. She could tap them together. It was weird, dude. It was a lot. Oh man.
But it doesn't like feel any weaker or anything. Like I can like I'm right hand dominant, so I don't notice it. But I can still pick up boxes. Nothing's ever impeded me or anything.
You can still type and do art and
I can still type. If I need to like shift, I can't do it as well with my left hand. But other than that,
my dad, he never took a typing class, so he types really fast considering, but he still types like this.
Yeah.
Like on the computer, he never took the class, so he's still. I'm like, I'm amazed. Like I would make fun of you, but you would type amazingly fast considering you type like a Neanderthal.
I can text on my phone with my right hand. I can't really do it with just my left.
Oh, because it's
I
like
can't articulate
with the modern phones, it's mostly thumb action. Yeah. Dude, I'm such an old man when it comes to that. If I can use Siri to do voice text, I'll do that. Barely check it. Often not. You guys have seen my Twitter posts. Dude, I don't know why. Like for Twitter, it'll change it like right before I click post. Like I'll check over. I'm like, oh, that's normal enough.
You said this, but you really meant this, right?
Yeah. Completely change it, or make me sound like I'll occasionally be in an argument about something political on Twitter, and I'll post something and then I'll misspell something or missay something. Well, that helps. Thanks. Oh man, no, Twitter's been interesting. Like for me, I don't let that stuff get to me very often, but yeah, like Jarrod, I've noticed some of your posts recently. There's been a lot of stuff going on the intranets recently. It's really interesting, and I feel like Razor makes a good point about all this. It's like, man, remember when we were investigating Minneapolis for $18 billion worth of fraud, and then suddenly they started having protests?
Who could imagine? Who
could imagine such a thing? and then like goes through numbers of like number of illegals arrested in other places in other states. I'm like, no riots there. Yeah. This was be really convenient if there was a protest, wouldn't there be?
Yeah.
That being said, like I have a series of videos I want to make about like where I live, because as bad like Minneapolis and like Minnesota, it's bad. Washington is worse.
Yep.
A lot like as far as like fraud and government overreach.
Yep.
Washington is one of the worst right now. Like we're verging on California bad, but we aren't talked about for the same way as like California. Did I tell you guys about the sheriff situation in the county where I live?
You did off stream.
Off stream.
Yeah.
I'll mention it briefly here, but basically, so we last election cycle voted for president, a few other offices, but then it was like time for the local sheriff, and I looked into each one of them and found the one that sounded the best and had the best track record as far as like being a dependable, good, hardworking person, and I picked the one that sounded the best, and he won. He was voted in, and then he wasn't the candidate that the council in charge of the county wanted to win, and he didn't agree with them politically, so they just took his funding. So now the county where I live is the least policed county per capita anywhere in the United States.
That feels like domestic terrorism.
Oh, it's like
I
that.
don't
like
like
there's stuff
you
like
can't
that
do your
everywhere
job.
in this state. It's really, really bad. It's unbelievable.
Ugh.
Yeah, no, like he's talking about it. He has a book he published, like talking about things before this all happened, also, and so I don't know if I can, but I want to try to get an interview with him, and see, that's something I may be able to arrange, as busy as he is, because like the situation is.
This is a democracy as long as we like what you pick.
Oh, I thought this was America. I thought this...
Like way smaller version, but like way back. A few years back, they wanted to build a new school in our county, right?
Yeah.
They had the meeting. They voted, no, we don't need a new one. It'll just mess everything up. It's already for a high school, whatever.
Yeah.
We have a second meeting. Everyone says no. So the council goes ahead and does it anyway. And it's like,
yep.
Why'd you even bother having the meeting then? Like way smaller scale. I'm just.
Yeah. No, it's probably some backhand deals going on. They're like Washington's full of stuff like that too. Like I know they were working on this high school middle school combo, like $268 million project back in the day, which was too much money back then, as well as now. It's like, hey, we're gonna pour the athletic track that goes around the football field and such. Okay, cool. Here's how you do it. You do this, and this. Anyway, they did this. They ruined it. All right, that's just $6 million. Tear it out and try again. I watched this happen because I was working on a building attached. And I'm like, I can't believe it. Oh, good. The poll results came in. Looks like Gay Rhino won. Oh, but yeah, no, there's stuff like that. Seattle has passed laws that are encouraging violence against federal agents and things of that nature. The assistant to the mayor of Seattle is one of the leaders of a group that doxes federal agents. Just peachy good people. And then that city's responsible for most of the decisions that happen in the state. It's just a happy mess.
Well, I'm sure they wouldn't mind getting doxed.
Oh yeah, no, they wouldn't mind. Oh yeah, and then we're supposed to be hosting like a World Fair or something here in Seattle, and like in sometime in the near future. So, yeah, she's trying the creature who's the mayor of Seattle right now is trying to clean up. Oh yeah, like that's not even everything. Like clean up all the homeless people, which is a task that needed to be started years ago anyway. But how in Minnesota they have the fraud. And it's traceable. They found the fraud and they've proven it. Seattle has that too, in King County specifically, which Seattle is within. But in Seattle, it's worse because there's just $2 billion. They can't even identify where it went. It's not like, they went to these things and these things are fraudulent. It's like $2 billion unaccounted, completely, just gone, just missing. I've misplaced a lot of things.
Check all the mattresses. We'll make sure it's not.
Yeah, you look under the couch. Where to go, guys?
It was a really, really expensive toilet seat.
It was a gender neutral toilet seat. That's why.
Yes. Jeez.
Oh man. Anyway, that's enough depressing local news. Actually, we can make it better. How's Idaho, Jarrod? Pretty good.
Oh, for now, yeah.
For now,
if
depends on how many Seattleites and Californians move there.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Like, it depends. It really does. It like depends on how many people from California, Oregon, and Washington move to Boise, and like that's the problem. And like there are things happening in Boise right now that have a lot of people in Idaho raising their eyebrows at.
I know the kind of people in your town, man. They don't tolerate nonsense.
No, there's a reason. There's a reason we have a disproportionate number of combat veterans and special operators retire in the Panhandle.
Yeah. Is it? Oh, I heard recently that Sydney Sweeney was her family's from the Panhandle of Idaho. That's kind of cool. It doesn't matter, but it's
She's
like,
from Spokane. I don't know where her family's from, but I don't know, but I know she's from Spokane. Maybe they lived here. That happens. I mean, a lot of people from here move over to Spokane.
I mentioned this to you, I think in text after I got back after visiting you, but maybe it just been so long, maybe because I was more aware as an adult. I don't remember the last time I felt as unsafe in a place as I did in Spokane.
For sure, dude.
Like,
yeah,
maybe it's because I'm familiar with it, but Tacoma does not feel unsafe in the same way Spokane does most of the time. Like every time I park there, I'm like looking around. I'm just like, all right, let's have protection at hand, so to say.
Yep. Yeah.
What about you, AO? What's the rough area? You don't have to dox yourself, but like, is there a rough area anywhere near where you live? You're pretty out. You're pretty far out there.
Yeah, it would be probably Salisbury. North Carolina.
Salisbury sounds like a quaint.
It's like the city. It's about an hour-ish from me, and it's had problems with crime in recent years.
I think most cities have had problems with crime in recent years, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm kidding.
Oh, isn't it funny though how like the demand for police body cams has really been like the biggest reverse Uno card of all time in recent years? It's like, oh yeah, this is what these poor hardworking officers are dealing with. I like that we're still looking at his hand. Hold on, there we go. He just had his hand on.
Hands off to you, sir. Display my deformity for all to see.
I've shown my toes on stream. First time I showed my toes on stream, I think it was Andrew Campbell, and he's like, that's not a foot, that's a hand. Man, it's not even as it used to be really bad too. I like that was something cool. It was like I was looking on this deal. It was like, this is what the human foot used to look like when people were on their feet. Like, this is the ideal human foot. It was pretty much exactly my foot. I'm like, it's not so wild that it's like a hand like the Aboriginals in South America, but it's also not like contained within the foot, kind of contained within the shoe kind of.
You're just more black than you realize. That's
dude. People like before April and I got married, we went. Her dad was living in Panama, and so we went down to visit Panama, and we took this forever boat ride upriver, and we're visiting these natives in Panama that still go around all over the jungle barefoot. You want to talk about some feet? Like their feet are like jacked hands, because they just go barefoot all day, and like they grab the ground with their toe. With like when they walk through the ground, they like their feet grab the forest floor barefoot. Tougher nails, like, but their feet are like real thick, and it's just meaty feet,
like hobbit feet.
Oh, this is what people's feet look like.
You'd heard about it, but it's different to see it. It's
like these people have no need for shoes whatsoever. Like shoes would probably mess their feet up. And I watched a dude like hands and feet like shimmy up this big tree, like just barefoot, and just grip. It was like, oh man, that's the strength, the pound for pound functional strength of those people was like, that's pretty freaking awesome.
there was
They're all
my
like
dad.
3 foot tall, but still.
Oh yeah, they're tiny.
They're all
No,
short.
my dad
Well, I'm
met
giant.
met this Navy SEAL when he was living in Hawaii named Dave McCracken. He wrote a book about some of the things he's done. But so what? Like, let me tell you just a few facts about his life, and then he sounds like the most main character you've ever heard of. He was like a 6'5" Navy SEAL. He traveled across into parts of Asia to learn martial arts. He was a literal treasure hunter for a while, and he did some covert operations with a certain like 3-letter alphabet kind of group within the U.S. as well. And he was
fight
talking
in the
about
Kumite?
what was that?
Did he fight in the Kumite?
Yes, he did. But he's talking about like he went down to South America in the Amazon basin, and he couldn't really talk about why he was there. I'm sure it had nothing to do with secret operations there. Anyway, and they had a local guide, and he's like, these guys could sprint through the jungle all day. I'm a very capable large man, and I could not keep up at my fastest with these guys. These guys were animals. They were so capable. Just unbelievable. Like that. That's some cool stuff, man. That being said, my dad said he went out to Paia or Jaws on Maui. He took one look at those waves and said, no.
I'm all set.
Yeah, the like when Jaws is going off, surfers will travel from around the world to come surf it. And it's like you hear like you see all these guys and you're like you see some of the waves they go on, you're like, that's unbelievable. Like this is one of the top big wave surfing spots in the world. And you're like, and they get towed out and all this stuff, and you're like, these guys are crazy. This is like if you go down in the bad way here, that could be death. Very high likelihood.
Yeah.
And then you read about like Eddie Akau and some of these other guys, like old guys like from Hawaii. It's like they had like these 12-foot wooden surfboards, and they'd go out there without a boat or a jet ski. They'd have to paddle through that to go surf these monster waves. I'm like, those guys were they were crazy folk. I'm like, no wonder they did that. It's like Eddie Akau, he died trying to save the crew of Hokulea, the old style traveling sailing canoe that my grandpa Sam
really?
Yeah, on one of their trips they got flipped over, and because it's an old style, they couldn't flip it back. They just did not have the capability to flip it back over.
The ones like the catamaran, like the double hull.
Yeah,
double hull
it was the
deck between.
Yeah, and they didn't at that time they didn't use any modern equipment, but they also didn't have any emergency equipment.
Yeah.
And so they were between travel lanes and in a current taking them out into the Pacific to places unknown. And so they figured they were close between 26 and 32 miles away from against the current away from any island out there. And the boat was flipped over, their supplies are toast, and there's sharks swimming around them actively. And Eddie's like, I'm going to try to paddle to shore from here with my surfboard. And so he got on, he went out, he died, never came back.
I've heard that story. I didn't know the name.
Eddie, and so that's the saying, like Eddie would go. And so that's the saying they say about him. Eddie would go. Some great pictures of that guy surfing those big waves too. But yeah, it's an interesting story.
Yeah.
Like if you've ever met a surfer, like there are other things people do and like hobbies but like with surfing in particular, it seems like if you're really into surfing, like that's your entire life. It's kind of like it's like some women with horses. It's your entire life is like related to that thing. It's like I don't have a career. I have a job so that I can go surfing. That's the kind of lifestyle some of these guys have. It's always interesting. It's always like I don't approve or I don't. It's not a lifestyle I pick for myself, but it is interesting to meet people who are like that.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I'm sure. Like, go ahead.
No, there's a he's a jiu-jitsu competitor, jiu-jitsu coach. Was really good when he was competing. His name's Dustin Dennis. He lives down in Hawaii, and he's like and that's like if he's not on the mats, he's in the waves, and like he's out in the water, and he's a psycho. he is so intense about everything. He's like, bro, like you don't even understand. You get out there in the waves, and it's like it's spiritual, bro. You don't even know. And he's like this, like just hyper intense. And then like,
it's his life. It's his life. It's where he lives.
Yeah, and he will go from like showing you like this like absolutely cruel and brutal variation of a submission, and then he will like relate it to surfing in like the most intense way possible. It's like,
once got my leg caught in this piece of coral, and I was being pushed under by the waves, and then when the wave let up, I was caught in the riptide, and I was stuck there.
It's like, dude, I'm sweating, and you're just talking.
I know.
It's like, calm down, man.
Yeah. Oh, have you ever gone surfing?
No. Nope.
Not a big water guy, or just haven't had an opportunity.
No, I've never been around. I've never been anywhere with where the waves were big enough, and I had a board to use, and so like I just wouldn't know anything about it.
It's not something you just blindly like.
Yeah,
you don't. It's not like a bike on it. Like when you're in a random place you can rent. It's a different deal, but
yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Ao? Have you ever surfed in the middle of the United States?
Never will.
You wouldn't try it if you had the opportunity?
Probably not. I'm not big on water.
You know the thing that spooked me most? It's not animals. It's not my bleeding nipples because of the foam topped board. Thanks, Dad. It's literally bleeding, brother.
I've had that great. Like with a boogie board, like in Virginia Beach, in Myrtle Beach.
Yeah.
Like I've had that with a boogie board, and that sucks. Not bleeding, but raw. I was like, that's.
I
tender.
Was actually bleeding when I stopped. Yeah, it was rough.
Yeah,
it was like foam. It was like you're not gonna fall off. It's like, oh, you don't have to wax it. Good. It'll just rip my front open. Cool. I don't need skin on my dick. Anyway. But I was out there, and it's like some of these spots, because it's Hawaii, it's like most surfing spots are not just the power of the ocean. It's the power of the ocean and the water getting shallower. That's what creates the nice waves. Yeah. So that means the coral is sometimes 6 inches, sometimes 2 feet underneath the surface, and you're going fast, and if you crash, that's a very bad day, hitting coral at 20, 30, 40 miles per hour,
plus the pressure of the weight of the water driving you down onto it.
I'll admit, I got a little spooked. I'm like, I've seen sharks in the water. I've always wanted to swim with sharks. That doesn't bother me. This kind of spooked me. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. I would definitely try surfing though. Like if I had somebody show me how to do it, and just like how do you stand up on the board? Like I would try it.
It's almost the standing up isn't actually the hard part. It's standing up. No, but it's mostly knowing where to be. If you know where to be, like my brother, he was more athletic in some ways, but he was not as good of a swimmer. And he had no sense for where to put himself to catch a wave. And so I would catch a lot of waves, and he rarely would. But yeah, it's like even small-ish kind of waves. Like the biggest wave I ever caught was maybe 7 or 8 feet on the face. Big enough. And that was in Honoko House, so it was a bit deeper. So it was a little bit more power than I was expecting. I didn't even have surfboard. I was just on a boogie board, but I was up there. I'm like, oh, I'm going. I felt gravity taking hold. I'm like, oh no, I'm
gonna
underwater. I was underwater long enough to think about how long I had been underwater.
I
I was
couldn't do it.
tumbling. I was tumbling, and then I'm still like moving, and I can't. I see the surface, but I literally can't move because I'm still just caught in the power
A
of the
deep enough
wave.
pool is too much for me. I can't.
Now, what is the timing like compared to when you have to catch it if you're on a boogie board?
It's not really that different.
Okay.
It depends on how big the wave is.
Yeah.
You got
like
gotta
where you
figure out
are on the
where
rise.
your average set is coming in.
Yeah.
And honestly, like almost where you're on the wave, it has less to do with like you need forward momentum. That's why you have to kick like a mother lover.
Yeah.
You gotta kick, you gotta paddle, you gotta kick, and you gotta like you're probably tired from just getting out there unless you rested for a minute in between sets, which a lot of people do.
Yeah.
But yeah, just catching the wave. Also having an escape plan. Because sometimes those waves
What's
will
that?
just go. Sometimes those waves go all the way to shore. You know what's really on? You know what's on shore? Rocks and the shore. And if you're not thinking about how to get out of there, I almost hit the shore one time. I was like, oh crap! I just jumped off and I landed, and my toes all landed like this, bent into my foot. I was like, ow, that hurt. But there was there's this bay in the central part of Maui. And during storms, the waves will start like you have like the body. I'm trying to do it the right way, and the head. And so like you have the head, and then around here, like there's this little dip between the head and the big part of the island. And the waves will start down here on the southern part of the body of the island. And if it's a big storm, they'll catch and they'll go around the corner and go all the way diagonally across for like 7 or 8 miles.
Whoa.
There was a guy who caught one of those waves and surfed the entire like 7 or 8 miles from around the corner.
That would be amazing. I cannot imagine a rush what a rush that would be.
Oh, and you don't want to stop. You don't want to stop.
No,
you don't get off that ride. That's bad news.
Epic, dude.
Oh, dude. I don't know if it's ever possible, but if it's ever in my capability, we'll all go there, and it'll be a fun time. It'll be fun.
Yeah, man. I've never been to Hawaii.
Dude, it's fun. Kauai is maybe the prettiest tropical place on the planet that I've seen. Maui is good for families, and it's like it's the most romantic place I can think of, genuinely. And then Oahu is really good if you like to smuggle drugs and party. There's a lot of history there, but I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Oahu.
You know what I really would like to do in Hawaii though? I would love to go hunt the axis deer.
Yeah, go to Lanai.
Yeah.
Yeah, go there. They have more deer. They have like something like 30 to 36,000 deer on that island, and it's not big.
Insane. It's insane. But yeah, I hear they're delicious and they're a nuisance. So I would love to go do my part.
If you live on that island, you can kill 6 deer a day.
Every day? That's awesome.
I'm looking at it. They look pretty cool.
Yeah, no, like Rogan went there and he talked about it. He's like, yeah, you just you turn on your light for a second and you see thousands of eyes looking at you. I'm like, you don't even need light. You can just shoot into the dark and probably kill something. Also, have you got have you seen the axis deer of Hawaii?
I just looked up a picture of it.
They're weird. They're very small bodied, but they have really large racks. It's like a never mind, I can't say it's like
aren't they from India originally?
Reminds me of.
They're from Asia for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that like I've seen some of the racks.
Put a picture in the Discord.
Ooh, okay, yeah. If you set their rack on the it'll be they're skinny antlers, but if you set their rack on the ground and you look at it and you just set it on the ground, it'll be like a normal deer will be like 2.5, 3 feet tall. Some when they're fully grown.
Oh wow.
Which is really large, obviously, but they're not thick. They're just these skinny little things. Yeah, they're on the Discord. I'll share it here. It's not even the best example, but yeah, I know I've seen.
Yeah, they're from India. India, Nepal, Bhutan, Bangladesh, and Sri Lanka.
Yeah. See here, it's like, yeah, they have these really long, skinny antlers, but this is you can't tell, but this is a small-bodied animal. Like they're much like think of a mule deer, which is I call mule deer like a thickum kind of deer, and then a whitetail. Whitetail are way bigger than an axis deer.
Yeah, yeah. These are small. They're smaller than a blacktail.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Also in Washington, we have a new breed. It's this weird hybrid between blacktail and muley down in southern Washington. They don't really know how to classify it yet, so hunting them is kind of iffy. But that and hunting in Washington is pretty gay.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Here, this one shows the full antler. Here, let me see. Or actually, here, hold on. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. And that's like this is fairly typical, but like deer don't get antlers that tall, like any local breeds anyway. Typically, it's
that's more of like an elk thing.
Elk get the really large antlers.
Yeah,
typically.
yeah, that's what it was reminding me of.
No, but yeah, I just want to go down and get enough to fill a freezer up, man.
You'd have to kill probably 6 of those deer to fill a freezer up. But like they're like dogs, but not even big dogs. It's something. I have a story about why my Hawaiian grandpa doesn't hunt. His first ever hunting trip for deer, he shot it with the rifle. Like, all right, it's still alive. Take this knife, go cut its throat. Okay, cool. So he goes over there, wraps his arm around it, holds its head, puts the knife to his throat, and it licks his cheek.
Oh.
He's like, I'm done. Sorry. It wouldn't bother me, but I get it. That's a rough first go, dude.
Wow. Yeah. Why would you? Don't put it in a headlock, man. Just put your hand, hold the head down, and I've had to dispatch many deer.
What the hell is this? Hold on, I gotta show you this. Hold on. What the hell did you just post? Oh, Christ almighty. Here we go. There it is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the water deer.
Yeah.
It looks so fake.
There's more pictures coming. Give me a second.
I know they exist. I know they just look fake. They're like that one bull with the ridiculously like wide base horns. Like what are those called? Like, they're those horns are like this wide at the base or something like that. They're cute. Oh, also the way they why also Jarrod, have you noticed this? Why is it any place they have wild hogs and people hunt them, they find dumb, weird, and creative ways to kill them? Every place has one new crazy way to kill and hunt wild boar. There's no standardized way. They just like, why is this happening?
Yeah, I think sometimes it is. I think it's to maximize the effect, and I think some of it is genuinely like out of safety. Like hogs are dangerous. Like a wild hog is real dangerous.
So my grandpa definitely did not abandon my grandma in the jungle when they heard a wild pig. Definitely never happened. He definitely did not use the fight or flight emphasis on flight response on that one.
Dude, I had a buddy of mine who was in 82nd Airborne. He was stationed in Hawaii, and one of the guys he was in Airborne with was a Hawaiian native, and they went. He's like, Mike, I'm gonna take you hunting. So they go out. It's you're gonna come with me and the family, Holly. And so they take him out hunting, and Mike's like, I keep waiting for them to get their guns, and he's like, hey man, what are we hunting these things with? He's like, well, here, you take this, and they hand him a compound bow. He's like, well, what are you guys going to use? They were hunting it with spears, bro. Like this dude and his family went out and they were hunting wild hogs with spears in the jungle, and like killed a big one too. Mike was like, I don't know which was scarier, jumping into Q8 or hunting that boar.
Oh man. But it's like I've seen people walking them before. But I remember the first time I saw a Polynesian dude with a live boar strapped to his body on his back. Because they're so bad eating, you have to carry them home and feed them for a month if you want to be able to eat them.
Oof.
And so they capture these things live. And watching like a 400-pound dude walking with like a, I don't know. It's so hard to tell how heavy that thing was, but
Oh,
it was
yeah.
a big pig, dude. I've seen a pig that was its shoulder was was taller than the mirror on the rental car that we had.
Yeah.
That's a big animal.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's over 1,000. That's over 1,000-pound pig. Why do they taste so bad in Hawaii? Because I've had wild hog from here that didn't taste.
It depends on
fine.
what they're eating.
Yeah.
If they're really old, they're going to be bad no matter what.
Well, yeah, yeah.
Because they get
nasty.
old and like greasy and then no longer really that edible.
It's all that pineapple they feed it.
But yeah,
boars. Like when they kill a boar, especially an old boar, there's so much testosterone in their system that you can taste it. It's like when you eat the meat from an old boar, and the musk in the meat cooks it. It's like if you've ever gotten like cologne in your mouth, like you've sprayed a mist and walked through it and get it in your mouth, there's that kind of aftertaste on the meat. It's the weirdest thing, man. My cousin got a boar several years ago, and he couldn't eat it because it had that like cologne aftertaste when you ate it. He's like, I don't know what to do with this thing, man. I got a shitload of this meat.
It's not good. It's not. It's almost not worth eating. Like if you had to survive, you'd still not really like it.
No,
it'd be a rough time.
Like maybe you could soak it in butter or something.
Oh man, no. You know how like anytime we talk about Hawaii, I come up with Kahuna story time. Anyway, here's another one. So in Hawaii, the first birthday is a celebration of life because a lot of old cultures, there was a lot of child mortality and infant mortality, a lot of early life death for whatever reason, something to do with no soap. Anyway, and so for my first birthday, I share a birthday with a family friend, George Kahumoku. And so we were celebrating his birthday and my birthday as a shared celebration. And he was on Oahu at the time performing for a hotel. He told him he'd be right back on a smoke break, and then he left to come to our birthday party that he was participating in on a different island. Anyway,
it was a long smoke.
But keep in mind, this is pre 9/11, so the airport security was different. I don't know what it was back then, but he convinced them to let him bring 3 live baby pigs on board as carry-on. And so he had these 3 baby pigs on the plane that we brought he brought over to the birthday for us to cook, roast, and eat.
He had 3 little pigs.
The 3 little pigs. It's like I love all that stuff too, because I grew up with all these Hawaiian versions of stories, and I thought they were the normal versions. Like the 3 little pigs and the magical shark. That was my version of the 3 little pigs and the big bad wolf. It was so. I'll have to show you.
Huffed, and he puffed, and he.
No, the shark was a transforming trickster god, and would enter into like this trans dress wearing weird shark thing, and was trying to trick the pigs into inviting him inside. Oh,
I need to adapt that.
And then when they kill it, they don't like crush it or kill a wolf like they kill a wolf. They like deflate it. Basically, it was out of the water for too long, and then it like shriveled in the sun and was flattened. And they used it as the magic shark skin as a like rug, like a little welcome mat to clean your feet before going inside. Oh man, it's a weird story. Or like the Hawaiian version of the 12 Days of Christmas. You know how it's like 5 golden rings? Well, besides all the things being different, like when Mina Bodo won't buy a tree kind of thing. It's like with the 5, in the Hawaiian version, it's 5 freaking pigs.
But
because they had to be different, it's cumulative. So by the end of the song, it's like 40 freaking pigs. Tree drives with 2 coconut, and 1 minor bird and 1 papaya tree. I had a weird life, man. Weird life. It's fun.
That's wild.
I think we're coming about to the end, boys. So yeah, no, the show ran late, but it's fun just talking story, man. A lot of fun stuff. But anything else you guys want to talk about before we start like plugging and calling it for the night?
We filmed last Friday again and did some promos. Got them, and there's going to be we have a launch date, an official launch date set for our Kickstarter, which will be and so that'll be the official release of the first trailer. In the meantime, I'm working on a lot of the promo graphics and a teaser and a second trailer, as well as filming whatever we can. And then Daniel is busting his hump getting the all of the Kickstarter stuff set up, and we have a secret weapon that we can't announce yet with that's helping us out with this one. But that's we're pretty excited, man. Pretty excited. The scene came out really good. There's the end of the scene. The end of the scene is like this really good character moment with Charles, with Brando's character Charles Mall, and it was a lot of fun to shoot, man. So that's what
I love. It seems like all the pre-production stuff on this film is coming. I know it's just for the trailer, but it seems like it's coming together better this time around than in the first.
Yeah, for sure.
I wasn't there again, but it does.
I wanted to ask something. Sorry if it's a stupid question. Where will it be made available? If you can say that.
The film or the
when it's all said and done, like where will it be? Kind of strange.
That depends. That depends on whether it depends on how much, if and how much of a theatrical release I can get with it.
All right, gotcha.
We're really going to try and do a concerted effort to get some sort of theatrical release for this one.
Awesome. I was just curious.
If you guys have, if it's a limited release and I have to go to Idaho, I'll come. It'll be fun.
Well, I mean, you have to. You're in the cast.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, get up there.
I've been writing down ideas for how to promote your film, and I have a couple.
Oh,
editing some of the trailer, editing the trailer in different ways, and adding stupid voices to make it seem like a different kind of film, like a buddy cop comedy, or like a romance. A lot of Brokeback jokes. It's not good. Okay, fine. I'll tell you one part. It's like looking down at the body. It wouldn't show you guys talking, so I'd just be doing voiceovers for each character.
And look at the hog on him.
It's like, no, it's worse than that. It's like, rigor mortis has set in. He'll be hard for hours. Looks over.
Looks at the body. Rigor mortis.
Have a little penis tattoo behind it.
Oh man.
Really confuse people.
Rigor mortis? No thanks, I just ate.
I don't know what this film is.
Like going to it, dude, that wasn't funny at all. No. Oh man. Or just stupid stuff like when in the running scenes, like making you guys sound like you're really, really exerting yourself. Like just like you come to a stop, just like, oh god, I'm gonna throw up.
Come on, there's a donut chip up the head.
But playing like 80s action TV show theme song over it, like the Magnum PI soundtrack.
Like anytime you're like the main character looks sad, just like because his wife died. And just like
He's
voiceover for your
sipping
character.
coffee, and it's like an
No,
epic.
it's like
80s
I don't
song.
have a wife. I was never married. She loved her more than life itself.
Oh,
Like George of the
he was
Jungle,
never
have
married,
you and I
or
arguing
was
kind of
he?
thing that goes on. Oh, what about you, AO? You got any art stuff you want to share? Anything you want to plug?
I'll plug AC's comic. He's having me ink it, so that's gonna be fun.
Yeah. Do you have let me see if he shared some of them, and let me see if there's an image on
I can
here.
share some of the rough sketches if you need any. I don't.
I'll show this one. It's just one of the ones he posted on the Discord. Let's see here. And a little present, share screen. Also, Jarrod, I want you to acknowledge how angry this horse looks.
Oh yeah, that horse is pissed.
Like where to go? Control plus. That's the angriest horse I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Like this horse is yelling racial slurs when he's
yeah.
in the field of battle.
The horse is going to step on you and your kids.
No more horsing around, Wilbur.
Wilbur. It's like if it's green, if it's green, it's mean. It's like, are we racist against orcs? What's happening?
Don't tell John.
Oh yeah,
red, it's dead.
But yeah, Meep. I just have some I have a lot of shorts I've been putting together. That's what I'm focusing on with my channel for the time being. I'm going to try to start another channel to cover different kinds of content that I want to do and test it to see if it works. I think my channel's kind of been shoehorned into a type of content that I don't produce. And so that may be hindering me. Talking to a couple people, what they had to do is they had to restart, basically, like start a new channel essentially to make what they wanted to make. And I don't want to restart, but I do want to have a channel that's growing more actively than mine currently does.
Gotcha.
So yep.
Yeah,
but that has been it, ladies and gentlemen. This is Captain Kahuna, Captain Jarrod Christman, and the scribe, you're the scrimshaw artist of the Iron Sea.
Yes, that's perfect.
You carve the whale, you carve the penal bone of the walrus on the ship, and never let anyone take that away from you. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us here on the Iron Seas. I will see you next Tuesday at 6:30 PST, the Lord's time.
time.
Thank you for joining us. Woo!